Hello, hey everybody. I probably won't be on here too long because you know, I think I'm still a little bit steamed. But you know, I'll talk a little bit about what I think and how this went the way it did. Hello, hey, it's Jay. Hey, Fair Exchange. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Oh, my tropical punch Kool-Aid. Hey, baby. Hey there. Yeah, so you guys, I know that right now one thing is for sure that I really don't need to do um any collaborations with people right now. It's That's something that I definitely have to rethink on these collaborations because what's up? What's going on, Shady Blue? Kareen, I know, boo, yeah, boo. Thank you so much. Life with Jamila. Hey, darling. Rainy. And you guys, I definitely wanted to handle things way more according to that. But as soon as I got hit today with what Trish had to say, that's when I just had to say exactly how I felt. Um and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is when I noticed it. And I should have noticed it I should have noticed it way before, but I was trying to be a helper. I was trying to have fun, enjoy Miss Dovey. But that day that she went off on me and she said that I was that I was no longer part of the love connection, I knew that she is not the type of person to ever partner with because it's going to always be all about her. Okay? So Miss Dovey, I'm telling you right now, okay, like I told you, this I'm talking very directly. Okay? You're not a business, not on a partnership. That's not anything that you're about because you saw from the beginning that I was never here to take nothing from you, and that's what you directed. Okay, on that live, it was not about Trish. You tried to make it seem as though I was trying to step in and take your show. Something that I was that we were having fun with. So you the one that took it to the step of saying that somebody was trying to take something from you. But then you try to blame it on Ness Uppity or whoever. That's what you had said. And thank goodness that you never delete any of your videos so that people can see exactly what you are displaying and what you are giving. And Simon, I'm sorry too, Simon, because Simon was really trying to I feel him and a lot of other people were trying to piece it together. And you do have to a lot of times relieve your pride. And I tried to show her as much respect as I possibly could. Okay. Y'all have never seen me up here bashing Miss Dovey, um, or just carrying on. And it's like that's why she's no business person. No bit well with a partner. She's not. Because she still made it seem like I was her son or something. If you heard what she said, Ro, you ain't gonna disrespect me, son. See, so it's not a partnership. It was, so um and I don't know. I'm gonna talk about this later. Okay. Thank you, Simon. Hey, Brian. Dovey did Kwani like that for numbers. She goes off on people for no reason. A lot of it had to do, I feel, too, with with numbers. As you can see, most of the commentary that she was having, other than the love connection, was dealing with other people's money, other people like Cash App, stuff that you really, I mean, you can talk about whatever you want to, it's YouTube, but it's making it seem like you are for you, when that's most of your commentary. Most of her commentary, even though she has a lot of fun, but most of it was surrounded around, I'll say, jealousy of the younger crowd. Because I mean, if you carry on like that, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's something dealing on the lines of money, and if the way she carries on, she should have a hell of a lot more commentary on things that she really cares about, because you can't care about you not getting Cash Apps, but other people getting Cash Apps. And is that it? Because that's a lot of the commentary. You are one of them people, Miss Dovey, up here on this app, that is the ones you always call people to come along, get along. Well, you the one that's sapping along. Okay, sapping along, mad at the world because you aren't getting the Cash Apps or the the PayPals. That's the way you make it seem. Yes, we sure are, Shady Blue. I made sure to put her on notice to tell her as well that I was gonna say what I believe. That's correct. Yeah, Jamala, it's like a relationship. I treated her with the utmost respect. Keep it between the two. Yeah, us two. Yeah, see, she destroyed that after she said that I was fired. She been destroyed that one. Yeah, Rainy. Yeah, she kept calling me a boy. Um, you know, but one thing that she does have to realize is that this was not my first rodeo um on the lines of a connection. So of a collaboration. So, I had told her, beforehand. Yeah, Miracle. See it, and it just kind of bottles up, and then that's when I just go off like that. But I did try. Hey, Diva Tomboyish. Hey, boo, Miss Burnett. Hey, but I mean, I really did, y'all. I tried to take things into consideration. Certain things that happened last night on my live, dealing with that Queen Tessa. She showed her true colors, because I had never disrespected her either. And the things that y'all could have seen that she was saying about me in my back chat, Miss Dovey, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, this may be the last little bit of thing that you ever listen to me, but make sure you keep an eye on that one. Okay, like it seems that you were keeping an eye on me. Make sure you keep an eye on that one, because that's Scamville. I'm quite sure. So make sure you keep I'll be quiet on that, because you're a grown woman. You can take care of yourself. Real Mama Fifi, hey baby. Voodoo, what's up, Voodoo? My Miss Vegas, Mrs. Vegas. Yeah. Jessica Town. What's up, baby? Spam Isha. Spam Isha. Okay, but yeah, y'all. So I mean, it's a lot that, that I understand, I'm gonna try to keep in close, because there's no need to even say it. I want her show to continue in a good direction. Um, you know, I don't understand though why she was not able to see that I was here to not only lend a hand, but I felt that it was something that we were having fun with together. But I see it was strictly business. That's what she told me. It was strictly business. But you will not, when it becomes strictly business, you will not talk down to me, ma'am. Okay. I am not your son at all if it's strictly business. And the way you carried on today, okay, after I didn't say anything to Trish, but okay, when she put the comment down there, that's something that you didn't like. Well, you should have took me to the side. Okay, don't you rain down on me on a live that me and you are a part of. You are never supposed to disrespect your partner, okay, if it's business. And you said this time around it was going to be business. You need to get your ish in order, or do your best to do it alone. Hey, Coolin and Just Net. Hey, RNY TV. My boo. Yeah. Oh, Simon, you said you should do your own version of the show. Sorry, I'm invested now. See, certain people did say that too, Simon. She is very, she's very angry about that. She was in there, like, and that was something too that I looked at and I said, you want me to come back up in here the way you talking reckless like that, when she was over there saying, about the copyrights and all of that. She took it there real quick. Nobody will take this show. I will be getting the lawyers involved. Like it became something that she just was like, somebody's trying to steal my show, like, oh, my spotlight, somebody's trying to steal it. When people minds are so heavily invested in other people's ordeals and not on what they're putting out on the table, it shows that they are showing a blind side to what they could really make out of it, what they could really make. So it could have never been a partnership between me and her, because somewhere down the line, if it was never Trish involved, somewhere down the line, if we did start really making money together, I already see what that would have became. Hello, hey, Treasure. Oh, Simon, I'm gonna have to think about this one. Hey, Royalty. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Petty P. And to do business with something like that, okay. I don't know. They may not be on a business relationship. Oh, thank you, Trueline. And I will try to also voice things that I feel I had did wrong. Maybe I should have handled the situation between Trish and her a little bit better, being that we were over in my space. But I did go back myself and I looked at that live. I looked at what had happened. And for the most part, I did not, Trish did not just carry on at her. Miss Dovey brought up Trish's husband and Trish's ordeals. She brought that up before Trish had really started to come at Miss Dovey, if we're really going to talk about it. And that video is still up. Okay. I know a lot of people were saying no, everybody on row, Trish was dead wrong. But was Trish so wrong for her to direct all of that energy at me, saying that I was no longer a part of this the love connection, because she felt that I didn't come at Trish in a type of frame. But Miss Dovey, did you come at people? Well, hey, what's up, Rosario, baby? Yeah, so y'all, I just, yeah, that situation, though, yeah, between, she just said that she had no issues with Trish, and she still doesn't. So, okay, so you had more energy that was directed at me at the get-go, because you said the same thing when that happened. So it was never for Trish. Why was it for me? Because I did nothing to you. From when prior to that, it was all smooth selling. That's why I didn't understand. I'm like, hold on. If something is all smooth selling, I have never did nothing. And this was before the love connection. All right, Ms. W, I'm not the person to play with at all. We didn't just do love connection. We did other things together. In enlightenment, finding out each other. But you were so quick to say, oh, I gotta get him away from this. He can't be a part of this. And it's showing about the stuff that you find that you're jealous of, like Pizzario and Brianna. Uh-huh. And Ness. Are you jealous of Ness because she could be more nastier than you can? That is a lot of what your commentary lies around. What others have and what you don't have, and you mad about it. Here's Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Brian, I am doing well. Brian, now it was something I did want to, talk to you about too, on what
Okay.
went down yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Um, I heard you screaming. I just clicked on and you just started screaming. So I just wanted to make sure that you are you okay? Because I never seen you like this before.
Yeah, Brian, it was a lot of emotion. I felt as soon as she hit me with something that Trisha said, that just took me out the loop. I said, hold on. That was something different, because you blatantly are dissatisfied. I sat right through what Queen Tosa, that intro that Queen Tosa had. I sat right through it, and I didn't feel any type of way about it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was a nice intro. Um, I had no feeling towards it. Yeah, I saw what Trish said. You already know somebody is going to have something to say about that. It may not have just been Trish. It had to be a reason that you targeted Trish's comment, and then you had the nerve to come at me saying you need to check. Oh, hold on. We over here on your yard, okay? And you're not gonna just attack me like that, like try to check me.
Yeah.
And I'm over here trying to help you upgrade on the next love connection show. That's what I'm over there trying to do. And you got an issue with something about what Trish had said. You're not gonna hit me with any type of elementary and stupidity. You over there talking about some yeah, you need to check your okay, but you don't have an issue with her though. If you said I need to check her, who do you got the issue with then? Be
Well,
serious.
she
Because if
did put you.
we're effing partner business. This is business. This is what you told me. Well,
Mhm.
you need to act like you business. Okay? I'm not your son.
I know that's right. Are you able to hear me on this road?
Yeah. Yeah, Brian.
Okay. Um, You are allowed to be mad because she disrespect. And listen, I was the one, and along with a few other people, that actually told you to sit down and talk with Dovey and work it out if you possibly could. So it's very, it's very sad to see this. Let me start off by saying this before I finish. Um, you know, she shaded you last time. She shaded you on her channel and she basically told you, this is my shit, I don't need you, type of thing. And you still went back. That was your choice. Y'all worked out, y'all, whatever y'all decided as grown people, y'all did. But at the same motherfucking time, she said that she brought you numbers. Miss Dovey, no, you did not, Miss Dovey. No, you did not. He's been putting in his work. He's been going live. People have been sharing him out. He's, people, So Miss Dovey, you need to sit down with that bullshit and humble your fucking self. Because quite frankly, without Honest Row in this love connection, it's kind of boring a little bit. Y'all dynamic work good together. That's like Regis and Kathy Lee. You know what I'm saying? When Kathy Lee left, he brought in Kelly. He found somebody that fitted him. Kelly and Regis, and they lasted for years and years and years. Sometimes you just got to find that proper fit. And if you leave her show, is what I'm trying to ramble on and say, she's gonna be boring. And that is what it is. Hopefully she can, humble herself and do her show and be, but she disrespected you when you ain't done nothing to her. That's my opinion. I've been watching. I started watching because I say, wow, they're funny. I like what they're doing. That's why I started watching it and participating in it.
And Brian, I'm gonna tell you, I find Miss Dovey, quite interesting. That's why I'm a fan of hers too. Um, and like, okay, so on that level, when she was saying that, that was something else. You're right that she did say is that that the love connection was bringing you numbers. Okay, if that's what you think, but why do you run to that? On what you feel is
An insult.
that's something that's very materialistic. Like, yeah, this is what we I've done for you or something like that. And I'm like, no, I think me and you have brought something together
Yeah.
on a level. She kept saying that, just because you do something if we're gonna get to it, just because you do something one time, she was saying, I started the love connection. I started it on a show that don't nobody remember. Stop kidding
Okay.
me. And then the
I,
person that's saying, the person that you're saying you started it with said that she was not your co-host. She said, no, no, I'm not. I don't remember that. You need to tell me where it was. So you saying you started something, but did you just start it alone? Because it's looking like it was me and you.
yeah. I'm listening right now. I really don't know what happened past the point where you was yelling. I say, "Oh my God!" I just wrote and snapped on these motherfuckers. I said, "What?" I said,
Yeah,
"What
Brian,
the
I
fuck
really
is going?"
didn't want all that to come out, but when she started giving me that like hollering and giving me that banshee. I went on and I said, "Oh no, not today, partner.
Okay.
Business, all business." I said, "No, I'm gonna tell you just like it is. This is not going down like this. Um, it's gonna be what it is. I didn't want that to happen. But
But it had to happen. Let's
yeah,
just be
because
honest.
that was uncalled for. If
Yeah.
you felt the way, you could have put that in the back chat. You could have put that in the back chat because you need
But
to.
what happened though, honest roll? Like, what did she?
I've been thinking more seriously about it, so you need to think more seriously.
I'm sorry
How
for
does that
interrupting.
look when you sitting there talking junk to me like that?
But can you kind of give me like a? I know the people gonna get ignored, excuse me, annoyed with me. But I literally just jumped in when you were screaming. What made you snap like that? Like how did this whole thing start in the first place?
Okay, so um, Queen Tessa that came up, she had a intro that she had
Hmm.
did. I mean that she had did, and she had asked Miss Dovey if she could, share it so we could see it. So
Uh huh.
I loved it. I did like it. I think it was nice. But then, the chat, um, some Trish happened to be the one that called out that the intro only included Miss Dovey. It was just an intro for Miss Dovey. And I was like, I told Trish, oh, okay, Trish, she said she would talk about it with me later. I said, okay, I mean, I didn't have an issue with it. She started when Trish put that comment there. All Trish said was what Queen Tessa did.
Yeah.
Trish was like, "Oh, Ro, I'm gonna make a Love Connection intro that's featuring you, featuring." And then Miss Dovey took it upon herself to say, curl your ears, or basically curl your tail to your channel with your ignorant word that she used towards Trish. Curl your tails over there and make your own show. Look here, lady. Okay, how
Wow.
dare you say some crap like that? And it says featuring. It said featuring on this row. You are still on the show. You are obsessed with it only being you. You want somebody
Oh,
to carry your ass through, and so that okay, now I'm there. I'm graceful. Get away from me. That's what she wants. If we really
Honest
gonna make it
Row.
ignorant and sick, she wants.
Honest
Oh yeah,
Row.
help build me, and curl your ass.
Hold up, Honest Row. I got to say this. Now, even though Beyonce sung every goddamn word in the goddamn song, it wasn't Beyonce and Destiny's Child. It was Destiny's Child. You hear me? So, first of all, how disrespectful. Dovey is a district, and that's why I cussed out the other day. I don't feel bad for cussing out. Because you know why? She was disrespectful. It's something going on with Dovey now. How did so you want me to help plan the show? You want me to do the footwork, the leg work, like go out and get on these sites and fucking recruit people to come to this goddamn love connection. And you don't want to give me my credits. What the fuck is a feature? Okay, so let me ask you a question. That's me. I don't want to be messy. What would you prefer her to do? Dovey and Honest Row presents Love Connection. Is that what you're saying? You wanted your credit, right?
I mean, that was just something that I feel that was an opinion from the chat. You know,
Man,
I mean,
fuck
I
that.
like the intro. I didn't have a huge issue with it. That's the thing. She the one who made it a issue
Okay.
before even directing a calm energy towards me.
Mhm.
That's
So
good.
you're not even mad about the feature part. You're not mad. Okay, so let me simmer down. If
Not
you're
at
not,
all.
I find it disrespectful, but who the fuck am I? Let me simmer down. And okay, so you're not mad. So she just took it upon herself to get mad because Trish called it out and she was feeling a certain way about you not getting her the last time. That's what it stems down to. You know what I'm saying? Because she was, how do you expect a grown man to check another grown woman? Trish is not your child. She's your moderator. So how the fuck were you supposed to get another grown woman? You know what I'm saying? So she put you in the middle part last time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In that position, man. This is some crazy shit. I mean, so do you think you and her can work it out?
At this point, I don't think it's much to work out. She feels that I was disrespectful um to her, and she wants to be treated like a queen, um with no lines of what she can really say to you. I've been treating her with quite a bit of respect.
Mm.
So at this point, I mean, I have no tears to give at all, because I'm already was like, okay, I see what she is really about. Okay, I'm glad the true colors are shown. Um,
I see your true colors.
I will only do it for the people. Only for the people, because I still have a lot of the people that I feel saw us come together and really did channel in. Like, I know you said you liked it too, Brian.
I
That's
thoroughly
what
enjoy.
I'm feeling that spirit.
I
All
thoroughly enjoyed it, and I don't care if it was 5 people in the goddamn chat, 13. I stayed my ass there. I commented because it was fun. It was truly like something new other than beefing. You get what I'm saying? And y'all was actually bringing like strangers and trying to hook them up. That shit was funny at the same time, but it was just you and Dovey, just doing what y'all was doing. So it's kind of hard to explain. Just chemistry. You know,
Yeah.
chemistry.
And then for her to focus in, this is the thing, like she focused in on Trish. I understand. Hey, Trish. Yeah, Trish is my moderator. But Trish didn't really even care for the show. If we really gonna put it out there, I don't think
Why?
she really cared for the show. So why
But
are you
why?
focused in
But
on
why?
somebody that don't really care for the show?
But why
You know,
Trish didn't
many
care
people
for the
that
show?
like the show.
Why didn't she care for the show? I'm curious.
You, you know, Trish don't like she said that she was only really there, you know, for me, and then I know that it was people that were only there for Miss Dovey too. But I don't think Trish really like. Okay, oh, she posted the link. Maybe I'm
Chat rap and
saying
CJ
with,
epic.
without letting
Chat
Trish say her details.
Chat rap and CJ epic. I laughed. I was in and out of there when I know it was a multi-part series with Chat rap and CJ. But there was some iconic funny ass moments. Like when they first met. That shit was funny. You
And
know what
so
I'm saying?
Brian, so it was all natural. It was nothing was ever set up. You know, we just had a good time. We were learning each other. So for you
Yeah.
to come with this spirit of, oh, you got to get off the show because I feel like you trying to do something like take the show over. It's ridiculous.
Well, she was I
Smash,
don't know.
smash it. Thank you, Ro, for letting me up. I would
Hey
like,
Trish.
yeah,
You,
hey,
you,
Brian. So no one has firsthand knowledge. All of these Dusties, none of them own businesses. They're fucking workers. I'm not going to let anybody disrespect you, Ro. I'm not going to let anybody even think about running amok on you because they wouldn't be even interested in you if they didn't know that I recruited you for the YouTube Streets Awards. These motherfuckers wasn't thinking about that.
Girl.
You know goddamn well they was not. Dolby sees me in your chat. I've been in the chat for 2 fucking years. This bitch don't know I'm your moderator.
Everybody
Everybody
been in
knows I'm
Honest
your
Road chat.
moderator. They was never here, and now everyone's shocked. Oh, Trish is my bitch. Where you been? Okay.
Oh my
Now
God.
that's number one. Number two, I didn't like the fucking shade that King Tulsa did with that fucking gift. You want to do graphics? We can do graphics all day. I'm going to have my junior accountant and senior accountant make you a lot of shit. Okay? And I'm going to give it to you as a gift in email. She's not slick, Ro, and you're kind of diplomatic, but I don't like people trying to get over on people. Tussle know what the fuck she was doing by keeping your name. You ain't getting no feature and you're holding it down. Listen.
Bitch is half and half.
Down.
What the fuck?
I could drive
A
home
feature my ass.
I couldn't drive home fast enough. I'm going to get you an intro for you and just you with nobody's name on. I'm going to get you an outro with your little cute face, your little straight teeth, and then whatever else.
but Trish, didn't you put? I'm sorry if I'm mistaken. You put featuring Honest Road, right?
Yes, I said you don't get even a featuring Honest Road. Nobody was gonna say, "Oh, Dovey and Honest Road." I said it. If the bitch can't read, she's that illiterate. It said featuring Honest Road. Where was the feature at? That's disrespectful to you, and I caught it, and everybody caught it. Stop the cat.
Yeah.
So she's getting mad because I caught on to a scamming ass con artist bullshit, and then she tries to raise up, disrespect you like you don't have true supporters too. Don't lopsided titty bitch. Fuck her.
But see, she said that she had no issues with you.
I don't know that. Listen, every time I come into your chat and she's on your panel, she has something to say to me. I be Honest Show, hashtag $. You see the post. I'm very careful and very strategic. That bitch went left because she want to go left with me because she wants to compete. I don't compete with one titty bitches, bitch. You're not a business person, bitch. You barely can eat and feed yourself, bitch. You're not going to take advantage of those, bitch. I don't want to have anything to do with her. Anything at all. So she don't have to worry about me. What is she saying? I'm trying to take her shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what she goes in.
Bunch of mess.
Take her shit.
It's a whole bunch of mess.
Disrespectful. She's trying to fire you, hire you, disrespect you, fire you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is all of that about?
I would have told her fuck her the last time, bitch. I would have said, bitch, fuck
he didn't do anything. All I did was say, what happened in the feature of Honest Road? You got him up there like your lapdog, and you can't even have this half man, half bear bitch put featuring on a show.
Oh, muscular ass. I apologize to the bitch
Disrespectful, and I
earlier.
caught it. Listen, all these new bitches in the beach sector, y'all slow. I'm too quick. You're not going to disrespect anybody that I fuck with. For real.
No.
And honestly, I fuck with for real. You can suck with a big virtual 12-inch dick, bitch.
I bet it feel good, Trish. Is it cut or uncut?
I gotta go, Ro, and you know I did it. Listen, you saw everything. I didn't disrespect that lopsided titty bitch. I didn't do anything for her. You always have something to say to me when I come in the mod for you.
Hey,
Fuck
Trish,
that
before you
bitch.
go. Hey, Trish, before you go, Trish.
No, you got a dick in your mouth.
Before
Now. You can't talk. Goodbye.
Before you go, Trish.
Oh goodness gracious, Trish. I'm about to drop the. I'm a pin the link.
I was about to tell her something, Honest Row, last night. I was going to tell her, do she want a big pile? But anyway, Honest Row. Oh, you know what we was talking about when she hit the link last night? Because I'll serve it up for her. But anyway, okay. So what is your next step? Like, where do you go from here?
Well, Brian, I definitely love the chemistry. That's something that I can't say that, that's going to be, I feel like something that I do have to channel in on to know that, it's pretty much, I think, done. It's done. And I'm gonna really think about it. I'm not just going to be all, hasty and do something that
I think y'all gonna have competing love connection shows. You're gonna do what Wade. This is like T.S. Madison and Kaya. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe, man, why this nigga? I believe you're gonna have.
Rodney, I pinned the wrong message.
I believe you're gonna have a show, and she gonna have a show. Hold up, right quick, Honest. I gotta answer this.
Sure.
You're gonna have a show, and she's gonna have a show, and it's gonna be the battle of the shows.
Right. Right. You know what? No, see, that's something too that I got. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. It won't let me pin the link. What's wrong with this thing?
Give me what you got for a pork chop. Hold up, I'm about to hit the link on my thing so I can be in, because I'm scared to touch this thing without hanging up on this phone. Brian, give me what you got for a pork chop. Hold on, and then where the fuck is my goddamn lighter at? You see, it's a bunch of shit going on. I felt panic after work today, because I was doing some speeding. I had to been going by 8 or something and get up and go. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Brian, what time did you get off of work today?
Well, I got off at 5:30, but then I got sidetracked because I hit James' panel, right? And I was talking to Queen Tosa, and I apologized to the bitch. I didn't know that she was doing all this. I would have kept my apology. You feel me?
She did say that you had apologized to her because she was trying to. She said that she was going to offer me an apology too.
Okay. Oh yeah, because she was cutting up yesterday. Oh, yesterday she showed her motherfucking ass. She showed the nigga side of her, And then so after I was talking to James for a little bit, I said, "Man, fuck this shit." I was entertaining the shit, just going, being messy and just drama, YouTube drama. And then so, I just hit that freeway, and some Mimi just told me to speed. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the store, and I got me some shit just now. And I just came home, and your ass was going the fuck off. It's like you was possessed by a demon. Like, I would hate to piss you off. I really would be. I would really hate to piss you off, because it's like your voice changed. You know what I'm saying? You got that in your voice. You know what I'm
Yeah, and Brian, I didn't want to take it there. I'll say, people that I tend to, have had some type of connection with. I get passionate, when things go a certain way, when they go left. And me and Miss Dovey had been doing, this for quite a while.
Mhm.
And it hits you differently when when things come up where you see what people are about, and you say, well, don't you see what I see, what we had started together, what people actually like about the show, because that show, it's not about see that's something that's where she went wrong too. It
What?
wasn't really, it's not really about, if you look at it, if you really care about people, you would like to see people naturally connect. You know, that you still feel passionate about that. But so you shouldn't try to take it to the level of, oh, it's mine. It's mine. No, actually, it's the people's show. If we really gonna hit it, it's the people that come
Well,
together. It's their show.
I kind of disagree with you. I feel her on that. If she, I'm gonna stick with what I said before. If she was doing it before you came into the picture, technically it is her shit. If she was doing it on her channel, she had a name for it. She was operating it. Technically it is her shit. But the double side of that is, now when she enlisted you and brought you on to the project and y'all are now co-hosts with each other, it's time for fair equal treatment. She already made it known that she, the last time, when I, when she was being shaded, I had to cuss her out, and she was talking about you that last time. She made it clear that that's her shit. Now you and her worked y'all problem out.
Yeah, we tried to.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. I'll go on mute.
Yo, what's up?
Hey there. Hey Simon. Yeah, we were just talking about, I think you were in the chat to see what kind of went on.
I've been watching everything, man. And yeah. I'm like, wow. I didn't see that happening tonight. It's kind of like it's kind of disappointing, to be fair. After like,
I agree.
We spent quite a lot of time even thinking about that, just talking about it, and I kind of feel, I give advice to a lot of people every day, but it's like, Jesus. I mean, you actually was trying your best, and she was just still pushing back. The thing is like, I can't even, I got to a point where I was just like, I don't even know if I like her anymore. That was the bad thing out of all of it. And it wasn't like a preference. It wasn't sort of like I like Ro over Dovey. It was just like, why would you even do that shit? Like, look, there's no reason to turn around and start telling someone who you've had a friendship with, a relationship with, or anything, that you're going to start striking down their channel, taking away from them. Like that's like,
that was wrong.
That's real spiteful. Do you get what I mean? It's like, so do you know what, Ro? You got off easy. Because the thing is, right? Imagine if this went down the line and you actually built something. And this is what I was speaking to you about before. It's like, imagine like this actually blew up and it just took a little slight click for someone to turn around and go, yo, I don't agree with what you're saying. And then dox you like that, just rip your whole shit apart. That's problematic. That's a real problem. Sometimes, right? When shit like this goes down, count it as a fucking blessing. Because it's like, that's some deep shit. For someone to turn around and do some like fuckery shit like that for no apparent reason at surface level, you ain't even touched the ground. You ain't even done nothing yet. You got so much to offer. Do you get what I'm saying? And everyone can fucking see it. I've been looking at the chat. I've been watching everyone. I've been like listening to everything. And the fact is we can see that could be a real fucking productive product for everybody, the whole fucking community, the whole fucking world. I'm on the other side of the globe. I'm watching this shit. You have so much to damn offer. Listen, bro. That's wrong. Like what just took place. That, to switch up like that. That's like your brother like putting a gun in your damn temple and saying, look, do as I say or else I'm going to pull this shit. Man. And of course you turn around and snapped. I would have never imagined seeing you in the composure that you displayed tonight, because you damn well knew what it meant, right?
Mm.
You know how much you got to offer, you know, and that was poignant, man. And respect to you.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, and you know, I will say that see, that was her in full force, you know, just I'll say like throwing weapons, you know. That's why, you know, when you say that when she said she did not want, she was the one who said she didn't want the beef sector to be included within the Love Connection on, you know, mixing it up to entangle it in any type of BS. But right there, you know, you ready to start flagging channels
Yeah.
for somebody that you picked as, you know, you said
That's
I can be
legal
your
shit.
co-host. So it
That's
was
legal. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like going, yo, I got power and authority over you. I'm gonna strike you down. That's not nice. Like that's not even playing fair. That's
And that would have
why
been fucked up.
she
That would have
took
been fucked up.
she had took it legally right before we started the show, because she kind of went in. You might as well say she kind of had a suit on that day, because she was talking all of that. Like she was like, yeah, anybody trying to take the Love Connection, don't worry about it, because I will be going to I will be going to the lawyers, and I'm going to get this trademark. Like it's my show.
You could not you. First of all, they had a TV show called Love Connection. Okay, the Love Connection. First of all, it's a fucking theory that it's hooking people up. She just like McDonald's can't sue Burger King for making burgers. What the fuck is she? There's no grounds on that shit. You can't sue nobody for taking your idea. There are so many brands of peanut butter, so many brands of jelly, so many brands of just anything out there, different variations. So whatever, man. Like I think Miss Dovey is a little nut. And look, it take a nutcase to spot one out. So I'm raising my hand very high. Miss Dovey tripping, she
can I ask
tripping,
you a
man. Like,
question after, bro?
You said what happened, Simon?
I said, can I ask you a question?
Oh,
After?
sure.
Who came up with the concept?
Dovey.
Yeah, Miss Dovey. Yeah, she had talked to me
That's
about it.
that's Dovey shit. I mean, Dovey enlisted Honest Row. I just don't see why they couldn't just work together just to make success. It's like not, and I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, Honest Row, but it's not like you're Jay-Z, and it's not like she's Beyonce. Why? What is holding y'all back from just doing the fucking show? Like this is kind of
We were
baffling.
we were working together, you know, and that's why I'm still on a level, you know, once, you know, of like it was just us coming together, finding somebody for someone. But see, Miss Dovey takes it that, like, she takes it to the point business serious, you know, like it's grandly. That's how she feels.
That ain't
I think
business,
she feels
bro.
like it's a Jay-Z Beyonce thing.
That's not
Well,
business.
just Beyonce.
That's not
Yeah.
business. That you don't operate like that in business, because, like, if let's say, you know, you got your business, right? You employ people. People are gonna show up some days, and some days they're not. Sometimes people are gonna be sick. Sometimes people are gonna like have an excuse. They're gonna call you up. I can't show up. This, that. You're not gonna snap at them and start going, "Yo, I'm gonna ruin your whole damn life." And blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? It's like that ain't business.
Yeah, see, and I
That's
think
not
that's
how
just
you
because
handle people, bro. That's wild. So it speaks a lot. Like, into this is why I said you got off light. Because, like, if you went in deep, imagine. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything's going nice, and then suddenly she's gonna switch on you like that when you've invested so much. People don't really understand this YouTube game. Like, it costs to be up here. People think like this shit's for free. It's not for free. We invest. Like, it takes time, effort, energy, all that shit. Like, people be like, yeah, it's entertainment, whatnot. No, like there's a lot that goes in on behind the scenes. Like, people do actually have their real life. So when people start coming at people like that, I don't really get it. Like, to just divest and go, oh, you ain't shit all of a sudden, and break up some sort of like overnight. I'm like, wow, really? Are you thinking straight? can you think straight? You know what I mean? It's like that is wild.
And
You
I
know,
apologized to her too. You know, I apologized to what had happened between her and Trish. I made that apology. And you know, then this little situation happens. And I'm like, you know, you just basically threw that out. You just want you want something that I can't give you. I can't make Trish go away or the next
that's
opinion
not
that
your
someone may
job, bro.
have.
Listen, like she's a woman. She knows what the deal is, right? She was living like vicariously through you at that point. When she started talking to you about somebody else, be it Trish or anybody else, she was playing. You know, and this is what I saw. It's just like that's kind of weird because realistically, if I'm on a panel, right? Shout out to Breen, right? Like I met Breen through you. Now, if me and Breen have a kind of beef, I'm turning around to Breen and we're dealing with that together. I'm not bringing up Breen all the time. Go, yo, it's Breen's fault. Blah blah blah. It's like Jesus Christ. Like women know how to handle women. Men know how to handle men. You get what I mean? The way she was coming at you was vicariously. It was like, oh, bring that bitch somewhere else. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
just
you
like she told him
believe or
last
some
time.
shit. Wow.
Just like she put him in the middle. She was gonna
Mhm.
make him be in the middle to chastise another grown woman.
Thank
It,
you.
it doesn't work like that. You need to address her and leave him out of it. He just was sitting there. I was like, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck did he do? He didn't do anything but just sit there. And
Exactly.
you, well, I mean, maybe that's Miss Dovey. I don't know, man. Maybe she's going through something. I don't know.
Smash it. What she's going through is pussy envy. These bitches can't come to me straight up to tell me how they feel. So they go through Roe and use him as a vessel. He's not a vessel for me. Come to me. They know where my channel is. I'm all over. Why are they not running up on me? No, the bitch is jealous. She's jealous of this pussy envy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I saw anyway. I didn't really get it.
It's the third time it happened. First time was with you. I was helping him out, and it started on my channel. I'm helping Ro out, and he's connected to her. So, okay, she's calling the shots. All right, let me fall back and not refer other people. You can't tell me not to put. And the second time, this bitch got mad because I was modding for Ro and put in his Cash App. Why didn't she put in my Cash App in? I'm not a moderator for you, bitch.
Okay.
And she's coming up, making up scenarios in her head because she doesn't know she don't know how to approach me. But if she does, she knows what she's going to get. So they're using Vessel Row to try to come at me. I wish these bitches would. I wish they would.
She was mad at you, Trish, for the Cash App on the show today.
Diamond was in the chat. Oh, this is Dovey's Cash App. Knowing if they post their if they're in your chat posting Cash Apps, it's not going to show up. So she was trying to get me to post a Cash App. Bitch, I don't mod for you. I'm not even in your chat right now. I'm in the Rose chat. She's delusional. She'll see me on a double StreamYard, see me in your chat, and then come over here, leave her chat to come over here to talk to me. The bitch is weird, okay? I have nothing for her. I don't give her no source. BS already said she's a bum business person. That was it. She's been outed. No one will work with her. Ro was your last fucking chance. Okay? Stay over there with them broke down bitches over there. Okay?
That's the funny thing because it's like, I could see the potential, and I did see the potential in what you was doing, and that's why I spoke to you like that, Ro, because it's like when people turn around and do this little Cash App shit, it's like you really don't know who the fuck's watching or who the fuck's listening and who really wants to fucking invest in you. Like them little Cash Apps, $2, $5, this whatnot, that ain't shit. You get what I'm saying? Like we was like really looking at it like, yo, bro, you gonna do something? Oh yeah, all right. I'm thinking about this shit. I might invest. You get what I'm saying? It's on a big scale, like not on some little scale. Like, so when people get real fucking petty over some like $2 fucking Cash Apps, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? You get what I mean? Like you really want to cut people off and cut out your community and fuck all types of shit. That's some crackhead mentality, man. That's weird. Weird as fuck. So
that's not shady, Badoo, Angela. Put it this way. Put my name in the YouTube algorithms. Just Google or YouTube my name. That should speak volumes. It ain't even, my name is Roman in every sector, not just the beef sector. That's how I get attention, Angela. I don't even have to be on YouTube for niggas to put my name in their title for videos I don't even see. Get into it. Stop.
But do you really do you like this show?
I don't watch the show. I come into your chat. Whatever you like, whether it's a love connection, whether you're going on for a step down, whether Brian and James is getting into it. I'm always here, whether there's one person, two people, 200, 300. That's why I don't give a fuck what these bitches are saying. They don't even know I was your mod, because you know why? They haven't been here. Catch. How the fuck? You know how long I've been your mod? I'll be the only one. Honest Row. Please like and subscribe. Now people are starting to come.
But that ain't true, Trish. That is not true, because I've been in his bushes for years.
I'm not talking about you, Brian. I'm not talking about you. Stop it, including yourself when I'm going in.
Yeah. Well, you need to be generalized.
You're excluded from this conversation, Brian. Stop including
yourself. Suck my toe. Suck my left bad toe, bitch.
Did
go
you
ahead.
Yet?
The one you don't like, suck it and lick it and bite the toenail. Anyway, I'm on mute. And Trish, we get it. You love Honest Row. We get it. Relax. We understand. He's a grown man.
Hold on. Stop that. I see where you're going.
My God.
This has nothing
I'm going on mute.
This has nothing to do with the love I have for Honest Row. Everyone knows how I feel about Row. Period. But the point is, Dovey is trying to use and draw a wedge between Honest Row because she has a problem with me. I don't go to her chat. I'm not subscribed to her. I don't give a fuck what that bitch do. And Row knows this for a fact. If it wasn't for him needing contestants, I wouldn't be even engaged with the love connection. This guy below you, I said, hey, why don't you go over to Row, not Dovey, Row, and become a contestant? I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks now. She doesn't like that I'm helping Row. I'm never going to help Dovey. Never. She's a scammer to me. She's a con artist. Row is honest. He's a decent man. That's who I support. That's it. She doesn't like it. Every time she sees my fucking mod wrench, she can cry. She can have a nervous breakdown. She can do whatever she wants. I'm not going anywhere. Like Row said, how you going to give Row? You're going to have to unmod me the day that you get tired of me. That's it. When is that going to happen? When is that going to happen? Are you going to get tired of this book, bro?
Next week.
I'm never going to get tired of this.
I love for my Trish.
All right, then. So what is everyone's mad at? Shut the fuck up. Trish will turn on you. No, I turned on you because you ain't nothing ass having bitch simpleton. I've never turned on Row. You always want to be counted. You can't come in my chat with this shit. So get your shits off, bitches.
Yeah, because your ass to put somebody in the bag.
I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely, you're right.
I don't give a fuck.
You will put somebody in the back while they talking, Trish, mid-sentence.
Because I don't give a fuck about what they saying. If you listen, it has to sound good. I don't listen to bullshit in my real life. So I'm not coming on YouTube to listen to bullshit. That's why I don't watch these bitches, Brian.
Girl, if you don't motherfucking go smoke you something, girl, cannabis
I'll be right back.
Girl, oh my God. Oh Lord, have mercy.
I don't think Trish smokes though.
Yes, she does, and she sells it too as well.
Oh my goodness.
I think Trish is sexy.
No, she does.
Got a point. She's got a point.
Her company sells it.
She got that beautiful dark skin for nothing.
Her company sells marijuana legally in New York.
Yo,
you didn't know that?
Oh wow. Are you interested in like bringing up like a new sort of series about, you know?
Yeah, we got Jay Wilson.
Connecting people or something like that.
Got a man at home.
I guess we'll have to get into that. Hey, Jay Wilson, how are you doing?
Hey, hey,
Pacifier.
Honest Roll. What's up, Brian?
Hello.
Hey, look, Honest Roll. I kind of saw what happened on Adobe's platform, and Honest Roll, I really feel you because you can't control what other people do. I really felt your frustration because you were trying to have a conversation and somebody was interrupting you. But my thing is, Honest Roll, this is why I think you all should look at history. Nobody is special. And it seems like a control thing to me. And I just talked about you on my platform. And what I did say, and this is why I came over, because you'll hear it if you go over. I said that, if you do go back, you need to set parameters and some boundaries because you shouldn't be disrespected. I heard you say numerous times, Dobie, I didn't speak to you this way, so don't speak to me this way. And I think it's reasonable. But Honest Rose, she's gone through a lot of people and she's done a lot of people like that. And you're no different, unfortunately. And so we'll see what happened. But I did see it. And I'm like, wow, that was deep and you don't have any control. That's like people trying to tell me to control Rodney. When Rodney is on somebody else's platform, I have no control over that. That's none of my business. As long as he does what he needs to do on my platform and not block people. But when we start having problems, then that's when we take the wrench, and Rodney has not done that, so he retains his wrench. But if he goes on somebody's channel or he's streaming somebody's channel, I can't stop him from doing that because it's not my platform. So I understand that, and I just wanted to kind of throw that in because I did see it, and I don't have a problem with Queen Tulsa, but Queen Tulsa, you've done this twice. I mean, it's like are you looking for a fight? You did it with Brian. You're doing it with Honest Roll. So my
Thank you.
question is, and let me say this, I don't have a problem with Queen Tulsa. She's come on my platform and she's been very respectful, but I thought it was problematic because Honest Roll was getting frustrated. And his whole thing is, I don't really need you to mediate right now. I just need you to stand down so I can have this conversation with Dovey. And I think you just had gotten to wit's end where you were saying, look, I'm frustrated now. And, I didn't see the show. I heard it's like a love connection. So yeah, what is that show about? Is it about a love connection, Honest Ro?
Yeah, Pastor, we bring people together, and it's not sometimes it's not on the love side. It's just like bringing somebody together for a connection, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so natural the connections that we have made. Miss Dovey had found certain people that say they say they were looking for love, and she had
Mm-hmm.
brought them aboard. I brought certain people to the show that said they were looking for love or just looking for someone as a single person. And we made certain connections with people, even if they weren't lasting connections. Together, we helped those people come together because we would have both of our questions for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be working the line to see who potentially may want to come over. So it was, I feel like a lot of work that we did both put in, and we met people together throughout the like with the chat. We both I feel brought people in,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, it
it's
sounds like a good thing. It sounds like I can deal with that over challenges because I'm tired. I'm just challenged out. We need to have a weight loss
Okay.
challenge. No shade, but some things that's really
Shit,
gonna
I
help
got
some
my trash
people.
bag. It ain't no shade taking shit.
Okay. I'm just saying because I'm in it too. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna get that Ozempic shot. I'm gonna look like Oprah. Damn it, I'm gonna do what Oprah doing.
I
If
might get mine too.
But let me
Shit.
say
I
this,
got that
Honest
Sharon.
Bro. Question. So where did the breakdown come in? And I'm just trying to really understand where did the breakdown come in, and when you felt like I'm being disrespected.
okay. You
And
mean just
is this the Simon? Excuse me, Honest Bro, real quickly. Is this the Simon that they said it was considering a BBL?
Okay.
I got a
Mhm.
question. I mean, okay. So, honest, is this the same one? Is this the same Simon? I don't know Simon. So,
yeah,
Hey,
that's
Toya.
okay.
yeah.
So, okay, but honest, Road. So, and I promise I'm gonna leave your channel because I don't want to take over because people will say, "Oh, he's
I'm
trying
gonna
to take over
ask
your
you a
channel."
question.
Well, okay, but I wanna talk the honest, Road. Where did that breakdown come in? And then I want to talk to Simon because I got questions.
You know what, Pastor? So do you mean like just for the day show or like where it
For you and Dovey, where it broke down today?
did
Has
they?
it been an ongoing thing, or did it start today?
Well, we were just starting back up. We really
Mm-hmm.
were. And I feel like we were on a good path, kinda. I'll say it was a little rocky. What had first happened was one day one day we had a Love Connection show that was a part 2. So it was
Mm-hmm.
on my channel. Miss Dovey came in and I'm quite sure she started screaming from my channel. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a question that was said to Simon. I'm glad Simon is here because
Mm-hmm.
he was actually involved in it. And it was him and Trish. So Trish and Miss Dovey did not have any prior beefs that were lingering or anything. They were okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Trish ended up saying a question to Simon on the levels of, it had something to do with a sexually transmitted disease. Like asked him if he had that after we found out some prior information about Simon over on Miss Dovey's. So Miss Dovey kind of came up and she didn't care for the question that Trish had for Simon, and she said that could have been damaging to the show. And from there I noticed a distance. Like she was really
Well, was it a disrespectful question, or was it a question to really find out? Because if they're going to be romantically linked one day, she may want to know.
Absolutely. And she tried to make it seem as though it was a question that could have got the channel flagged, that could have got the video blocked.
Okay, I remember.
And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see too much harm in it, because I mean that's a question that I would that's a question I feel is on the midst of protection.
Yeah.
And you still have to go more in depth with that question anyways, if you want to see exactly where somebody is in that arena.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel it was that bad.
Okay.
I just think she was paranoid. Hold on, quick. I think she was
Sorry.
paranoid because her Facebook was flagged for 15 days. She said so. I think she was on edge, and she was paranoid about getting her YouTube channel flagged. So I think that day I kind of can understand what she was saying, but it was still a little, a bit much.
Yeah, and I think people will understand it if you would come with like, hey, my page, like Brian said, has been 15 days, and I'm a little concerned. So, what do you think? I'm a little nervous about that, and just be honest and transparent about it. But it's how you present it, and I think that means everything. So, okay, I just wanted to know because I kind of felt your pain over there, dealing with that situation. So have you all resolved it, or is it still up in the air?
It's still up in the air, Pastor. She
Mm.
said that she was ending things with me because see, she had ended things with me that night, that day after. Well, it wasn't even the day. I think the day after, she did give it a day where she had said after that incident happened, she was like that me and her were no longer going to be doing I was fired from the
Okay. Well, my thing is this: if you can bring people together, then you bring people together. And if you want to do it, then you go ahead and do it, because this is not her first go around with people trying to help her, and then they always get the short end of the stick. And so, but you all don't believe us. When I was telling folk, y'all didn't believe me, and we was trying to sabotage. Absolutely not. But that's how people are. So I'm sorry that had to happen. I don't have a problem with Miss Dovey, but when it comes to business, some people are not business savvy and they don't look out. Let me say this: QB did some things on the gentleman's panel. It pissed me off at the beginning, but them ratings look real good, and I'm like, okay. We'll deal with that, because at the end of the day, it was business for me. And when he came back, he was never fired. It was always like, hey, but the thing was, everybody had to agree that he came back on. But you just don't do that. And I don't know. Everybody is different, Honest Roll. But my thing is, if this is going to be an ongoing problem, then it seems like you're intelligent. It seems like people like you and you have an audience. So maybe you just need to venture out and do what you need to do. And, you shouldn't be limited because somebody had an issue with you. I think you should be able to do what you need to do. I'm not trying to cause friction with you and Miss Dolby, but if the situation can't be reconciled, and if she's hard pressed of not working with you, then it gives you every right to say, well, you know what? I'm going to do something on my own and work with it. And that's what that's my suggestion, but that's totally up to you.
Okay, Pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm definitely, I am
Okay.
taking all that
Hey,
into consideration.
Hey, Honest Row, can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure.
Can you make me a mod, please? Because I got a feeling that your mod gonna block me, man. Look, man, can you make me a mod, please? A temporary mod just for today, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh my. So
Not
Simon.
I'm about to play with Uppity Negro. Uppity, please leave me alone.
Oh, is Uppity in here? Is Uppity in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uppity, I did a video, Uppity. Go check it out. It's not disparaging, but I hope you got a long game. I just hope
told
you
on
do.
Uppity shit. Fuck that. You wasn't about to be playing with me, Uppity. This is my safe space. I told on her. Yep. I told
Hey,
on her. What
honest,
my
bro.
mom said.
I told Brian, can he please respect your chat? Other than that, I have nothing to say. When people try to make your chat about me, I directed the support back to you.
Damn.
So, honest, bro was in
This
your
is my
chat.
safe space.
I mean, not honest, bro. Brian is in your chat saying inappropriate things.
Wow.
No,
the
I
only
am
thing
not.
I said was, can you please respect honest, bro chat?
First
And then he
of
said,
all,
how did you see me, Uppity? I said, because I'm a mod. Now he's begging for a mod stick.
I ain't
But
got
at
the
the end of
bed.
the day,
I
whether you
asked
got a
him. I
mod
said
stick or not, you
temporarily,
cannot
ma'am.
disrespect nobody's chat. Talk like you were talking your chat and like you do these other big CCs. Now I'm getting down. I have not blocked anybody, including the people that try to make your chat about me. Now I'm getting down.
First of all, Uppity, dear. First of all, dear, I don't have to beg for a goddamn thing. So let's be clear about that. Second of all, I said, first of all, Hershey is talking to me about staying out of parking lots. And all I said is I can use me another Mexican, is what I said. How is that disrespectful? What are you talking about? So I'm not allowed to talk? So what are you talking about? I don't talk to you, Uppity. Please don't address me anymore. I'm going to pull a Kimmy. Please don't address me. All I said was I can use me another Mexican is what I said. What's wrong with that?
So Brian, you looking in the chat. I told you.
I was minding my own business.
I understand, but see, I don't even know what people are saying because I'm really focused on you, Honest Row, and Simon. Because again, people will get your attention in the chat.
You are now a standard moderator for this channel. Thank you so much.
All right, but anyway, Uppity, please look at the thing. I'm not trying to make this about baby, but I really want you to keep your children. I want you to be in peace. But baby, you can't be putting folk out on blast because it may be, baby, people in offices talk. And I understand if you were going through a situation and people were being very disrespectful to you, and you had to record to have that. But when you put it on YouTube, it takes a whole nother life form. And I just say, be careful. And you're a grown woman, you do what you want to do. But when you're in compromising situations, you really got to think long term. And again, I'm not saying this to hinder you, but I'm really coming with sincere advice. I don't know you from a can of paint. That's why I can say it. I don't really hate you. I just think that you do some crazy stuff. But hey, at the end of the day, what you're dealing with now is real life situations. So be careful. Simon, were you considering a BBL for real? And let me say this: I don't think you gay because you want a BBL. Now the rumor has it that it's alleged that Drake had a BBL. But if you were considering it, why?
Are you married?
No, I have a partner. I'm not married.
Right. What's her waist size?
No, it's a man. I'm a same gender loving individual, and his waist size is a 32.
What's his waist size?
It's a 32.
All
right. So what would you consider a BBL like in terms of waist size?
I don't know because I've never dealt with a man who had a BBL, but I can tell you when I gained weight, my man still stayed with me. So it depends.
Yeah, it does depend. So I need you to be a bit more specific with your question.
Well, no, I was asking, were you considering one and why? That's the question. Were you okay? So
it's
you were considering one and then why?
Because like you can look. BBLs are what exactly? someone that's actually, gone and got surgery on their butt cheeks. That's all about
Correct.
it, right?
Yes.
Right
Yes.
now, that lady could be like skeletal, or she could be like a linebacker. Do you get what I'm saying? So it just
Mhm.
depends. It really does depend.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna dismiss somebody just because they got a BBL,
Oh
because
no
most.
no! I was asking, were you considering one or not? Because it
Oh,
seemed
me
like you were
personally.
considering. Yeah,
Oh,
not the lady, but
oh,
you.
oh, you're interested in my butt cheeks? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not interested in your butt cheeks. I was interested in knowing if you were going to get it and why. I have butt cheeks
All right.
already
Well,
that
tell me
belongs to me.
why. Well, tell me why.
But do you hear what I said? I have butt cheeks
Tell
already that
me
belong to me.
why. Tell me
But the
why.
thing is, I'm interested in why would you consider it? Because I would never consider it because I'm satisfied with what I have, but I don't beat people up if they want to do it. But I was just asking, why would you consider it?
Well,
Because
you were
it
thinking
seemed
about
like
my
you
butt
were.
cheeks. Let's be real. Like, why? You're
No,
asking
I
a
was
question.
just at no. The question, Simon, was why were you considering it? Because I've never seen you, and if this is the picture of you,
You could go to
then
Kendrick G and see me. I did the whole sort of profile thing. I
I
stood
can
up.
go
I done
where.
the whole 12.
I can go
Kendrick,
where.
Kendrick G.
Okay, I'm not. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, it's all good.
I'm
I'm
joking
really
with you. You know I'm joking with
my
you.
question is not because I'm interested. My question is why would you consider it? I thought you were
Now you're hurting
considering.
my feelings. You're hurting my feelings
No,
right
it's
now.
not about hurting your feelings. My thing is why would you consider it? And my thing is, are you thinking that you need to enhance this for the women, or will it boost your self-esteem? But I thought it was you. But if it's not you who were considering, then I'm mistaken, and then I retract the question because I thought you were interested in getting the BBL.
Oh, you never know. Do you get what I'm saying? It depends. You never know.
So
I
you're not
mean, like,
interested in getting the BBL.
I'm kind of flexible, like with my partners. So, like, if they wanted me to do that and I wanted them to do that, I'd love to think that we could play in the circus together.
Okay.
Oh.
I get it now. I understand exactly what you're doing and where this is going. All right, that's cool. That's
You
cool,
said you had
Simon.
questions. You had one
No,
question.
no. I had a question. My thing is, I thought you were considering one, and my question is why. Like I talked to Brian, who was on here earlier, and he was talking about gastric bypass, and we was discussing that, and it wasn't a bad thing. I'm like, well, if you feel that you need to do that for yourself, then that's your decision. If it's for health reasons, then do it. So that was the
That's
question.
quite, yeah, but that's quite different. Like gastric bypasses.
I understand, because
Yeah. Have
BBL
you ever
is
had one?
cosmetic. No, but BBL is quite cosmetic, and that's
Oh,
why I
the
was asking.
gastric bypass is a cosmetic as well. Like you can't just do that on the
Mm.
regular in your house,
Well,
can
no,
you?
no,
I mean, Jesus Christ.
you don't lose your life. You don't get diabetes because you have a big butt, or you don't get high blood pressure because of your butt. But the gastric bypass, I'm assuming it is going to help you with eating. I don't think people are eating out of their anus. It's because they're trying to reduce I guess, the flow of food. So
Mm.
that's all. But it's nothing against you, and I'm not trying to be
No,
intrusive. I was just
no,
asking
no,
the question
no.
because I thought you were really
Look,
considering one.
no, I'm not proud like that. You could ask me anything you want, man. I'm open.
Okay.
So
All right.
you know,
All right. Well,
I don't take offense that easily.
okay. I mean, that's it. That's all I had, honest, Ro, because I thought that he was the one that was interested in getting it because people were questioning his sexuality and they were saying, well, I know you got to be gay. And that doesn't necessarily indicate somebody's gay
That
because they
happens.
want a BBL.
Well, that happens all day
Feel you,
long.
Pastor.
They
Yeah.
see a pretty nigga and it's like, yo, you're gay, whatever. Like, I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
it doesn't really matter because if people are not romantically trying to pursue you, what does it matter? So my thing is, I was just really curious of why you would consider that. And then people were saying that you must be gay because of and then you have a British accent. You know how people feel about British people anyhow. They always think half of y'all gay anyhow, which I don't think that I like the accent.
What?
I like the accent, but people always think that
Wait,
British
no,
men.
rewind, selector. Wait a sec. You just said, wait, they think half of us are gay already? Really?
Because of the accent. I'm not saying that they're
Jesus.
correct. I'm not saying that they're correct about it,
Yo, bro, you're
but a
gonna have
lot
to
of
see
people
if you're
feel
gonna
that.
come over to the US. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna come over and they're gonna think like just like off rip, I'm gay. like just because I'm British. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, some people think that. Not saying that it's correct, but some people think that. And I've been to Great Britain, and let me say this, honest, Rose. So I went to a club in London, and when I tell you they are cutthroat, so I was with this guy, and his best friend was behind his back giving me a call me. I'm like, oh my God, this is worse than New York. They are vicious in London, at least from my experience. They are vicious
We
over
don't
there.
mess about. We don't mess
really fast.
about.
They make sure to
Oh,
tag.
baby, they are vicious. They are vicious. The clubs are great, but they are vicious over there. And I'm like, okay. And unlike America, it's kind of equal opportunity because white men, black men, they everybody like each other. They are really focused on attraction. And I think that's really interesting. But yeah, it was interesting going over there. I went to London, I went to Edinburgh, and I was in Crowley and Brighton. So I've been there a couple of times. So yeah, it was interesting.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I know. It was
They're
kinda-
they're really free and they explore their sexuality over there. They're not repressed like a lot of Americans. I will give them that in Europe. They are very open for the most part.
Especially in Germany.
Yeah, that too. But I think more in England or than America. I noticed that even in Edinburgh, it was the people are very free. I went to Dublin, Ireland, very free, even though they're Irish, somewhat free.
You're right. That's why I said to Ro like before. I appreciate his stance because it's like most of the time when I'm on panels and stuff, like even if I just like have a conversation with someone that's of a different gender, like someone starts talking some nonsense, and I'm like, you ain't even grown, man. Like you don't even know what the hell's going on. Like this ain't like some bargaining chip. We're just having a damn conversation. Now, whether it goes left, sideways, right, or upwards or downwards, that is what it is. It's like it shouldn't be that complicated, but why it gets that complicated in the US, I don't know. I ain't been there that tough. Do you get what I mean? But
It's because of religious things as well. And don't get me wrong, they have religious institutions in London, but they're not as evangelical and hardcore in Europe like they are in the United States. And I think that here in the United States, people try to throw their beliefs on other people, and I think in Europe it's a little bit freer. And I enjoy going over, and I've had really good times over there. Their clubs are great, and it was interesting. So I think that's what you get over there than here. And I don't think everybody in London is gay, but I think that people are free to explore who they are without getting socked and beat up. So those are my thoughts.
all right,
Yeah,
can I ask you a question because you had questions for me? I don't,
Yeah,
Ro.
okay.
I can back off if you want.
Oh yeah,
Am I
sure.
free? Can I ask him a question? Is that okay, Ro?
Oh yeah, sure.
Were you always heterosexual? Jay Wilson.
No. Was I always homosexual or heterosexual?
Okay.
That was the question. Were you always heterosexual?
Mm-mm.
Well, again, that's very interesting. No, because I've dealt with women. A lot of our gay men have never dealt with women on our panel, and they don't understand that. I think sexuality is really a spectrum. There are some men who don't ever want to deal with a woman or have never dealt with a woman. I have. I don't like the relationship portion. The sex is easy. It's just I don't like the relationship portion of it. I'm more comfortable with men. So I'm in that. So again, I say that I'm same gender loving, but you can't be bisexual here in America because people don't believe in a spectrum. So again,
Exactly.
I don't explain all of that stuff. I'm 54 years old. I don't think I should, but I'm good where I am. I have a partner. We've been together for 6.5 years, and I'm pleased and satisfied with him. And that's it. So when I really started getting into that, so this is where I am. But right now, I'm a gay man who've had experience with women and don't have a problem. And I'm not scared of vagina. Some people are. I'm not,
So,
but
all
it is
right.
what it is.
So, what was it about vagina that turned you off?
Hmm?
What was it about vagina that turned you off?
Vagina never turned me off. It was the relationship portion. I don't want to cuddle and talk and all. I don't. Mm-mm. That's not me.
My God,
So
today.
that's me. I'm only telling you all about me. I'm not speaking for the whole community.
No,
The
I'm kind of
sex.
interested
So
because,
so
like,
vagina I didn't have a problem with vagina. It was just the relationship portion of it, and I felt better with men.
He just wanted to hit it and quit it. Sound like to me, my God, today. Is
I'm
that true,
kind of
Pastor?
interested.
No, it's not hit it and quit it, but like I said, I didn't want to do that. And again, I didn't want to marry a woman knowing good and well that that's not what I really wanted at the end of it. I prefer being with a man. However, I was flexible enough to, be with a woman as well, but I know I didn't want to be in a long-term relationship with that. I prefer being
Just
with a
like
man.
Jay Wilson, you never had a real woman to smash you, tie you down, keep you in the closet, and you
Mhm.
stay put.
Well, Trish, you wouldn't be that woman, would you? Thank you.
Mm.
You wouldn't be the one. And like I
No, your
said,
hips too
but
big.
Trish, you know what? Trish,
Two
though?
hips bigger
Trish,
than
you know
mine.
what? Okay.
Bigger
See,
than
Ronald's
mine.
Road, this is why I don't deal with people, because I don't deal with ignorance, and it's 2024. Go ahead, Trish. You want to show out. The spotlight is on you. Here it
Thank,
is. Go ahead. Have
thank
your
you.
way.
Okay.
And hopefully I can respond without being interrupted. Go ahead.
Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay.
I know
Jay
I
Wilson.
am.
I'm really
You are
intrigued.
not that
I'm really
fine,
intrigued.
Jay Wilson.
Come on. Go ahead, Trish. Go ahead, Trish. Say what you need to say.
First of all, you're not finer than me, and your hips
Okay.
are bigger than mine. So
Okay.
no, I wouldn't be a candidate to smash you. But if you want to make it, if you want to be straight, I can help you out or something.
Okay, Trish.
Okay.
Is that all you have?
For right now, go.
Okay. So Trish, I would never be interested in you. Thank you. And at the end of the day, I don't have anything to prove to you. My thing is I said what I said. If you haven't walked in these shoes, then you can't really express to me about what I'm dealing with. Just like I can't express to what you're dealing with as a woman. So don't try it. My thing is, when you become a gay man, then you can tell me about it. When you become in this situation and you walked in my shoes, then we can have that conversation. But to this end, I have nothing to prove to you. But thank you for your opinion.
Okay.
Are you
And
bisexual?
you're definitely
Are you
entitled to
bisexual?
it.
You're long-winded. Let me respond. This is not a
Are you
monologue.
bisexual?
This is not.
No, Trish has the mic. She needs to talk.
Yeah.
Go
Please
ahead.
let me go. So let me explain something to you. I am some days a gay man. Okay. Some days I'm a gay man. That's why I'm in the
Interesting.
right. So I like big black dick, Jay Wilson.
And so you stopped menstruating at that particular point, gay man?
Oh, shit.
Anyway, child, go ahead. Do what you got to do. Trish.
Listen, Jay Wilson, don't play with me because I'll make you straight.
Play. I don't play. I slay. I don't play. Continue.
Okay, Jay Wilson.
Continue.
Listen, Jay Wilson, you're a good-looking man with big hips. Okay. But I'm going to tell you something. I came up specifically to challenge you to a body transformation challenge because I want to get into that. You mentioned it. I'm here for it. Let's go.
I'm here for it too, Trish. And you know what? I agree with you. I think that would be a good thing. I think it'll be a good thing for the culture, and I'm all down for it.
Absolutely. So
my thing is though, it has to be natural. So my thing, it can't be Ozempic, it can't be surgery. It has to be natural.
No, I believe in squats, no shots. Okay.
I'm sure.
I'm 100% natural. Everything on me is natural. My titties.
Except that wig. But
well, my hair is natural. My hair down. Listen, sir, please don't do it. I am bad.
Well, was that wig natural that you wore in that fashion show? Was it natural? That was all your hair.
It was naturally brilliant.
Okay, it was somebody else's hair, but it was natural. I got you.
Listen, let me tell you something, Jay Wilson. I am a beautiful woman, and I know it.
I never denied that. Did I ever call you
Okay,
ugly, Trish?
So don't talk about my wigs.
Hold on. Did I ever call? But hold on. Did I ever call you ugly? I'm talking about the natural hair. So you're trying to go ahead and conflate.
Listen,
You're
do
trying
you
to
know how
conflate. No,
beautiful my hair
Trish.
is?
You're
Do you know
trying to
how beautiful my
conflate
natural
something.
hair is? Do you know how
Honest Roll.
beautiful my
Hold on for a
dreads
minute.
are?
Honest Roll. Did I call Trish an ugly woman? Did I say
No, I'm
anything about her being
beautiful.
ugly?
I'm
No.
far
Okay.
from
No.
ugly. I'm
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay. I just wanted to
I'm
make sure because
beautiful.
you're
I make
putting words in my mouth, Trish.
No,
I just
I'm
want to
not.
make sure.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is I make things
Mhm.
hard. You ever did that? You ever made a
You
heterosexual
said everything
woman?
was natural about you, and I asked even that hair.
Everything.
Okay. Except for that day. Except for that day.
I
Okay.
can snatch off this wig anytime and still be slaying. What?
I didn't say you could, but I said you said
Come on now,
everything was
don't bring up
natural.
no wigs. Don't do that because it's not
Okay.
about the wigs. I can put on a garbage bag on my head and still.
Trish, why are you so angry? Is this a New York thing?
No, it's my accent. You've been here. You know what it is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you sound a little angry. So I wanted to make sure
You
you're
always say
okay.
that because I have my accent. Oh, I'm angry. I'm loud. You know how New Yorkers are. You lived in Canarsie, right?
Mm-hmm. I did.
To knock it off. You know what
But
it
everybody in Canarsie wasn't loud.
is. No, listen, because you stayed in the house all the time.
No, I didn't.
Listen, Jay Wilson.
I was out and about in New York. That was my
Yeah.
stomping ground. Starlight in Brooklyn, baby. I would hit that, baby. Hey, you don't know.
You're such a
Okay,
slut.
now, Jay Wilson.
You think you know.
You're such a slutty butt.
I'm not a slut. You don't know me like that.
I said a slutty butt.
My butt's never been slutty. I didn't have to use my butt.
And
I'll beg to differ, but okay.
But you don't know. Brian, have we slept together? Have we? Okay. See,
Listen,
again, you think you know people, Brian. Y'all be careful with that.
listen,
Go ahead.
just keep us posted on that body challenge transformation, not weight loss. Because
Well, Trish, I tell you what, let's collaborate with that. And you know what? We'll work together on that, and that'll keep us honest. So I'm if you game, I'm game, and we can collaborate.
Absolutely, sir.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. So now that we got that set, back to schedule programming. Bye,
Okay, thank you, Trish. Love you, girl.
Can I
Bye,
ask Jay
Juicy
a question, Arthur?
Look, hold on, bro. I'm about to gross him out. Bye, Juicy.
Pastor got a
Wait,
man
Brian. Wait, let me do this one thing before I go. Jay Wilson, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Hey, Jay.
Okay, it sounds like you need a Slurpee, girl.
Bye, y'all.
She's trying to tempt you, Jay Wilson.
I'm so tempted. I'm ready to fly to
I'm
New
gonna save
York.
that on my phone, Trish. Just for record, I'm gonna save that.
Interesting.
Pastor, are you bisexual or are you gay? Because you said gay earlier, but I could have sworn you said that you like pussy and you hit it and quit it.
Let me say this. I think there's a spectrum, Brian. Everybody differs. I think that I don't want. I'm good with who I'm with. I'm good with who I'm
Vagina
with.
is at 1 and dick is at 10. Is that your spectrum?
I mean, what did you say? I didn't hear that. What was that again?
Vagina is at 1 and dick is at 10. Is that your spectrum?
What does dick have to do anything with it?
Well, it's
You like dick? You like dick, Pastor?
Well, let me say this: if I met you, I wouldn't be trying to get your dick because I'm not interested in that.
So, what are you interested in? Are you interested in my butt cheeks?
If that were the case, but I'm not interested in your butt
can
cheeks.
it fit?
I'm not interested.
Hold
on. Again, I'm not interested in your butt cheeks because again, I'm in a relationship. But I'm not interested in that. And it's really interesting because you can't tell who's the top or bottom from how people.
I told you, go over to Kendra G. You can see me do that whole shit.
How people relate. There are some transgender women who are tops. They don't want
wait,
to be penetrated either.
Wait. When you're talking about transgender, you're talking about females with
like a T.S. Madison, like a T.S. Madison may be a top. T.S. Madison may not be a bottom.
I think that's tricky water. I mean,
it's not tricky water. It's what you like. It's what you prefer.
Well, it's kind of clean if we just go, you're either gay or straight. I think when you start going into like the Red Sea and start talking about like people like that try to become hermaphrodites, which is ultimately what
Well, let me say
transgender
this. That's
are
part of our
doing.
community. And my thing is, some people still have their appendage and they still like what they like, and that's their preference. And you can't take people's preference away from them, whether they are masculine or whether they're feminine. I know many masculine men who you think would be a top, but they're not. So my thing is,
Well,
we need to educate ourselves on that. And again, if I'm not sleeping with you, it shouldn't really be a
but
matter.
Pastor, can it fit in the
Yeah,
butt cheeks, Pastor? Can it
Hmm.
fit in the butt cheeks? That's all I want to know.
Well,
Can it fit in the
all
butt?
I'm concerned about is with the person who I'm with, and they're satisfied, and that's
no,
all
that's
that matters.
look. Most
That's all that
people
matters.
when it comes to like sexual orientation, just look at people as snacks. Okay, like you really got to like somebody like and go, oh, that's delicious. So like you could take a certain type of body part. Like for me, like the only
I
reason why
think
I'm
Simon might like
heterosexual.
that.
Yeah, I mean the only reason why I'm heterosexual is because I find women attractive. Now
Okay.
that's not to do with their attitude or anything. That's why most people get in arguments with people because like at first glance it's visual. For men mostly we're visual learners.
But
Let's
are
not
you
cap.
speaking for all men? Because you don't know all
I,
men, and
I didn't say
everybody's not the
all.
same.
Did I say all? I said most. Right? That's what I
Okay.
said.
Well, I'm
Right?
not. I may not be a part of that most.
Yeah, of course. But
Mm.
I'm just saying the consideration of going, yeah, butt cheeks
So
are butt cheeks.
let me explain to you
It could,
again.
when wait, wait, wait,
I have
wait, wait.
no,
Hey,
because
you're
we're getting things
interrupting. You're
we're getting
interrupting,
things
bro.
conflated,
I
Simon.
look. No, no, no.
You're
Just give me a
asking me a
second.
question, and you can't cubbyhole people into that because
You're
that's what you do.
interrupting, bro. Listen to me for a second.
Go
Now,
ahead,
I'm
Simon.
just
Make this
saying.
make
I'll say
sense
this.
now.
Yeah, I'm just saying this. You can buy in. Okay, excuse the pun, but I'm just saying, like, when someone's turned over, right, and you're just seeing their spine and their back, and you're seeing their butt cheeks, it just depends on the parameters. That's all you're interested in, right? Because like realistically, this whole culture about like doing that specific position was not
Doggy
something that
style.
happened. That didn't happen previously. We used to lay on top of each other, but now it's sort of like a thing where it's just like that's normalized. So I get where you're coming from because like if you're just gonna spread some butt cheeks and go, okay, that's me, then that's cool. And it don't really matter if it's a man or a woman, does it?
So
Um,
Go ahead, Brian.
I'm confused by that because okay, a butt is a boot, a booty is a booty. There is a difference between a female's booty is naturally curvy. It's just a natural thing, and a man's booty is a muscle booty. So Simon, I don't get what you're trying to say. Jay Wilson, like men, it ain't no boss.
Nah, it's not a men thing.
Well,
It's
let me
he.
say
Look,
this.
look, look.
Let me say this.
Like
Let
a
me say
real.
this. People can't speak for me. I only deal with this because some people are really ignorant, and I just step back. But again, when you dealt with men who've never dealt with women on that level, it is what it is. Because some of these men have never dealt with women. However, I choose to do that, and
He
that's
don't
it.
like
And
the high
I
pitched
I do
frequency.
think it's a spectrum. But when you get into this sector, you don't even need to explain it. You just keep it moving along.
yeah,
All
because
I can say is, but what I can hold on. What I can say is, I'm with someone. We've been together for 6.5 years, and I'm
He's
satisfied. Because
saying
there are
gender
people.
loving.
Hold
You
on.
like the
There are
baritone.
some
You like the
people who don't.
baritone. That's what's
Hold
up.
on. There are some people who don't have anybody, and they looking for love in all the wrong places.
No,
But
don't
I
throw no
found
shots at
mine.
me, Pastor. Don't throw no shots.
Oh, I'm not throwing shots. You're not the only
Mm-mm.
person who's
It's
single.
preference. It's
yeah,
preference.
It
Like
is preference.
I don't want a deep tone in my bedroom. I like the high pitch.
Oh,
I like
that's your
exactly, but
prerogative.
the butt cheeks are the butt cheeks.
However, your
That is
tone is not that deep,
Oh,
Simon.
so
You sound
okay,
like a
so
British man with a light voice. You
stop
sound
liking
very.
me like that. No, I'm getting a bit cautious. Okay, stop. All
I
right.
what
mean, I'm
I'm
just
getting
saying
from
you don't have a
Simon
deep
is that
voice.
Simon, hold up, Pastor. What I'm getting from Simon is clearly saying that butt cheeks are butt cheeks, whether they're man or woman. Is that what you're saying, Simon?
Yeah, preference.
So you like butt
but it's
cheeks,
a
whether
but.
they're man or women. You like both.
No, not me. I'm saying in general, like when
Oh, okay.
someone is bent over, like let's be real, we're adults, okay? We're all like over 30 years old. We're not
Mm-hmm.
children, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, when someone's bent over, you're not actually looking at their damn face. What are you looking at?
No,
Their
but there's a
butt.
difference because there's a vagina connected to a woman's butt. But when you got a man bend over, you got his balls and his dick. So that's not the same.
You can hide those.
It's not the same, Simon.
Oh, Ro, what are you gonna say, Ro? Go, Ro.
No, I just say you can hide those. You know, if
So
if
Simon, so I know a lot of Brazilian men and a lot of men from the DR, and they like both men and women. I've dealt with some guys who've gotten women pregnant, but they still like men. So my thing is, it's really preference. And if I'm not sleeping with you, it really doesn't matter. I don't care what you like.
It's just interesting. Like,
I
you
know
know,
what it is. I was interested in when I thought you were going to get a BBL, and I was like, well, why? I'm interested and intrigued. No judgment, but I just wanted to know. It could have been because you wanted to fill out your jeans. I mean,
Pastor wanted to get that lube. That's what it was. Just Pastor wanted to bring that lube.
You know,
I'm good.
If you're thinking about something, just be honest about it.
Then like if you had like if you kind of had like a string towards being bisexual, did like some of the conversations that you've been kind of involved in kind of pushed you to being saying, no, you know what, I'm gonna just be gay because you know, and I'm, you know, Pastor, I know you being, you know, a very intellectual man, like, but was it something that kind of,
you know what, I think it's a spectrum. I really do think sexuality is a spectrum, but when you have people who have been brought up in very rigid religious type things, they don't get that. And my thing is, I think we really need to educate ourselves. Honestly, let me say this. I've had people who children. I have a friend right now, and her son is a female to male, and she had to deal with that because she came out of a highly religious type of cultural background, and she said, you know what, I'm gonna love my child regardless because, you know, I would rather have a living son than a dead daughter. And that really struck her because and that's her child regardless. And she said, you know, I had to learn. I had to kind of get in there and do the homework and find out what was really going on. And she lost a lot of friends because of that, but it is what it is.
Is that your inspiration, Jay?
oh,
No, that's not my inspiration. That's my friend, and I'm being supportive of her. And that's what I do. I know who I am. How old are you, Simon? Because you sound very young. You sound extremely young. How old are you?
Listen, bro.
No, that's a question. It's not a listen, bro. It's a age.
Well, if you had actually frequented these channels and shit, you'd
but I don't. Simon, I'm sorry. I don't.
He's 45, Pastor.
I'm younger than you.
Okay. All right. That's all I asked, Simon. That's it.
You sound checking me out, man. I can see this shit.
No, Simon, I'm not interested.
Oh, you're hurting my.
I'm not interested. Right no, because first of all, I'm just not. I mean, it is what it is. It's all good.
I'm getting some flirting vibes. I don't know. Not at all. You had to come introduce yourself.
No, it was the BBL thing. I was more interested in that because, again, I wonder why women do it. I know why most of them do it, but for a man, I think because there are a few men that have gotten BBLs. There's one on YouTube, and I thought it was really interesting of why. And that's all. That's all I came up here for. But it more into something else.
Into a corner now.
I'm telling you though, y'all, some women like to feel that little. You see a lot of women be hitting guys.
No, Simon, I'm not backed in the corner. I know who you are.
You're doing it already. You're already doing it.
I see you.
Nah, but you're cute. You're cute. I'll give you that.
That sounds very heterosexual.
This is.
Oh, let's go moving right along.
I don't know what the fuck this is, but this is very interesting.
Whatever.
Interesting. Simon say that a booty is a booty, and Jay Wilson is up here talking in his sexy voice and calling this man heterosexual.
Well. My thing is this: if you've been on YouTube longer, you know this is how I started. I only did all of the extra because that's what people wanted. That doesn't mean that's me. That's what you see on YouTube.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell Mark. So where's Mark at? Please, I'm gonna tell Mark
He
because there's something
upstairs.
going on. It's something going on here.
Nothing's going on. My
Hmm.
partner did a wonderful thing. We had a great time, and I'm very satisfied. And you don't leave stability to something that you don't know nothing about. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stay to the rivers and the streams that you're used to. My God, I felt that in my spirit.
And they gave that away for free.
Yes, they did. But that's good advice. That's very good advice. Yeah.
Yeah. So to round it up, look, I'm not gay. I am really just interested in the world. I love people. I think
Hmm.
the thing is like people get shit twisted. They can't even fucking have a conversation with people like on a general sort of scale. So like I can bring that up, yeah, because I'm from overseas. I'm trying to understand what it's like in the US because it's like at the end of the day, it just sounds like you're restricted to a point where like it's rebellious. We had this conversation earlier about like, there's a history of people from different genders just trying to make it out. And it's the same thing with women. Like women like had to do this whole like rights for like for whatever thing to try and level up and get equality and all the rest of it. There's always been gay men. I don't get this shit. When people start turning around and trying to like put gay men down and all that, like I don't get that shit for real. Like
Well,
I
it
might
happens, Simon. Let me say this: even in Great Britain, I've met some guys who were from Jamaica and from West Africa, and they are just like they are in the United States because they're African and their Caribbean parents do not play that, and so I think that they're in greater danger, and I think they go to Europe, England especially, to express themselves. And it's a lot of gay men in Africa. Trust me, I was in
like
Accra, Ghana,
James
and it's a whole
Baldwin.
lot. Huh?
James Baldwin. You remember
But
James
James
Baldwin?
Baldwin was out. He wasn't hiding anything. He was out. But let's go far as the lesbians, like Sally
Denzel.
Ride was a undercover lesbian. What's the lady's name who was with Watergate? Oh, I could Barbara Jordan. That was another person. But you know what? I respect them because they wanted to respect their privacy. And I think it's up to the person to determine what level that they want to be out. That's their decision. And again, if I'm not in a romantic relationship with them, why should I really care?
I respect you, Jay, and I might stroke your butt cheek one day.
No, thank you. I don't, that's not a preference of mine. Now, that may be somebody else's on the platform, but I don't think you would
Yeah,
want to do
Y'all
that.
don't have
if
an
I
open
bring out
relationship.
that feather, you're gonna be up for it. I'll tell you about that.
Well, you're very confident. You keep that confidence
Yeah, I,
up.
I am. I am.
Yeah. All right.
Ain't
Is
nothing
that
wrong
your is
with it.
that your picture on there? You look very interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Are,
I'm
are you
very interested.
Caribbean? Huh?
Yeah, I'm from St. Lucia.
Mm. So in the Caribbean, I find out that men can get married and they can be gay long as they have children and longer they're married. I tell you what, I think it's a big thing. Parents know their child is gay, but long as you're married and give me some offspring, you're okay.
Facts.
Lord have
Now
mercy.
y'all ought to exchange numbers.
Well,
Why
no, I
don't you take
mean,
his
again,
information,
and the
Pastor?
reason why
No,
I know that I
no,
used to have to
no.
travel to Trinidad quite a great deal,
Well,
and
you
there were a lot
can.
of undercover gay men in Trinidad, married,
You
unfortunately, but
don't look.
married.
You don't. This is the stupid thing
Not
about
all
life.
men, not all men, but there were a great deal. Because I don't want to categorize all Trinidadians and people from Antigua and all of these places, but the Caribbean is rife because again, the more restrictive the people are, the more they want it and they repress it. And I think it's really interesting. And this is why you don't have a problem in London because these people are pretty much free to express themselves. I think when you get into very religious and rigid societies, it's there and people are repressed. And that's just the truth. So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, the thing is, it's like if I was about to have a party tomorrow, right? I'll invite Jay. You get what I'm saying? It's not that I'm gonna fuck with him or some shit like that. And even if he like done some stupid shit, I'll be like, yo, get the fuck off me. But I'll be like, yo, I've been in situations and parties, like especially in the media, where you will see people just laying on top of each other and they don't profess to be one thing or another. So like
Mhm.
when we're in the black community, especially in our culture, I think we're capping most of the time. It's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like these white people are doing some extraordinary stuff, man. I see. Look, I don't even want to go there. I don't want to mention names. I'm just saying, like, I've literally walked indoors and people are laying on top of each other, and they're from all different types of sectors. All different types of sectors. You know what I mean?
Well, let me
So,
say
like,
this. Let me say this. I don't think it's the gay man problem. I think these women need to be more focused and ask some questions. And if you ask a man if he's gay and he gets highly offended by it, then you need to, that may be a red flag. See, it's not somebody's trying to take your man or somebody's trying to do that. But sometimes, you know, we're just there. No one is searching out for these people. These people have always been that way, but they've been pressured by society and the church to marry. And this is why you have these men having sex with men. This is why you have these bishops who have wives sitting up there messing with these teenage kids and messing with these grown men. I mean, come on. We saw the whole preacher who was married to that woman in South Florida screwing that OnlyFans man. And it's no different than Andrew Gillum in Tallahassee. So I guess somebody was scoping him out. No, that was there all the time. So
Yo,
you all
Jay.
need to wake up. Hold on for a minute. You all need to wake up and ask some serious questions and all of that. Gay men ain't trying to cape and come and get you. It's these people who have something to hide. So my thing is, maybe you need to ask the right questions, and maybe you need to get a gay friend and help you out. That's what I think you need to do. So it's not because people scope me out. I mean, hell, I was just walking around with my luggage trying to get to my hotel room. Not to scope nobody out. I was a flight attendant.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, see, my thing is maybe we need to travel a little bit more. Maybe we need to explore the world a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, whether you think I'm lying or not, those are my experiences. And you can't take my experience away because they're my experience. No more than I can take Simon's experience, Honest Row experience, or Brian experience, because it's their experiences. And just because you are not familiar with it, or just because you haven't gone through it, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And that's why I look at people and shake my head, because some of you all may have been limited and sheltered, and maybe you need to get out in the world and see that there is more than just Georgia and a family reunion in Atlanta every year. Maybe you need to go out and get out. And if you do get out, that's great. And I'm not trying to put anybody down, but you cannot live anybody's experience. Because my experience is my experience. So that's all I can say. I'm sorry about that, Simon. Go ahead.
No, you're cool. Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah, you may.
You've been with your partner for 6 years, right?
6.5, about that time, yeah.
All right. Are you partial to sucking his toes?
He's never requested that.
Do you massage him?
You know what? I think that's between me and him, because yeah. I think that's between me and him. That's bedroom stuff. So that's private. Some things I share, Simon, and some things I don't.
Massaging ain't bedroom stuff. Like, we could go out and get a time.
But Simon, I think that some people should be comfortable. Now, some people may be comfortable in sharing that, and I'm not. But I don't have a problem with you asking questions. That doesn't mean I have to
sex talk. This is some sex talk.
That's great, but this is my
sex talk, nigga. Look.
And my thing is this, Simon. Why would you be interested in it? Because I'm not interested in what you do with females.
Well, you don't need to be. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? Exactly. I think you answered your own questions. I don't need to be, and my question is to you. My answer is to you is you don't need to be either.
I'm trying to understand the gay relationship. That's what I'm trying to.
Well, why are you trying to get into one?
No, why do I need to get into it to understand
I mean, I'm just saying. Why? I think it's interesting. Are you a social scientist? Are you writing a book on it?
Well, no.
Okay.
I'm not writing a book. That's a good idea, though. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if I spend a lot of time around you and Ro, then maybe I can write a book on it. But from the perspective, I ain't gonna have the correct fucking idea.
Molly Maybach. Now I am looking at the chat. Hold on, Molly Maybach. Ain't that something? The toes? I'm like, what in the hell? Do you suck toes?
Look, I'll suck a bitch's toes.
Okay. Well, that's you, and I'm glad that you are free and fluid to do so.
I was just wondering if gay niggas do that shit.
Well, I'm sure that. Let me say this. I think what you all do, gay people do.
Oh, okay. just
Yeah.
a confirmation.
But Simon, because I mean, if we're talking about the toes, you said
His
you had
feet
a
was
lot
dirty
of
yesterday.
on your toes,
Oh
right?
my God.
His
No,
feet
go
was
right.
dirty
I'm gonna keep my
yesterday.
mouth shut.
Because men
I
are
hope ain't
different,
nobody
right?
sucking them
It's a bit
motherfuckers.
different with I was just asking because women are a bit different. They take care of themselves in a different type of way. Like men will be doing them dirty jobs, sweating it out, blah blah blah. Come home greasy. Okay, so
Your
are you
feet
about
was pitch black.
Well, let me say this, Simon. I think it depends on people. There may be some women who like sweaty men. Again, everybody likes what they like, and we just can't categorize what gay people do and so on and so forth because some people want folk who are groomed. And so I just think it depends on the individual.
Because I was trying to be respectful. I don't
Well,
really.
no, but my thing is, but my thing is, the difference is when we have sex, we're not popping out children and populating the world. You all are. So my thing is, I
Right.
think people make gay people out to be slutty, and I'm looking at all of these children out of wedlock, and I'm not trying to call women slutty, but man, somebody made something happen at some point in time. So my thing is, I just think that that people like what they like. I think
I don't
people
even
like what
know.
they like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you have sex, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Well,
So I mean, how do
this is
you have?
getting.
How do you do that? I mean, like, I mean, listen, right?
Simon, you are in a country where they have the best colleges, some of the best colleges, and I would really advise you to take a sexuality class because I know they offer them at a lot of universities. And my thing is, you'll be taught by an expert, and you can kind of ask those questions from there. Because I think if you're really interested in sexuality, and sexuality doesn't mean you're gay or straight, it means that you're interested in sexuality, and I think it'll really help you out there.
But Jay
Because,
Wilson,
yeah.
Jay Wilson, with all due respect, if anybody is qualified and a teacher and have all the qualifications and scholarships and things like that, I think it would be you that would be. I mean, he's crying out for
But
help,
I'm not.
Exactly.
obviously.
But I'm not.
Exactly.
He's crying out for
I
No
didn't.
help.
I didn't
way.
major. But Brian, as a man who's gone through college, I didn't major in sexuality, so that's not my forte, and that's not my
Yeah, but
area.
there's no way I'm going to walk into any college or university and they're going to start talking to me about gay preferences. That's
Yes,
not going
they
to happen.
do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have classes on that. Yes, they do. They have whole sexuality classes.
Really?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes to what? When? Where?
Let me say this. Universities are about learning about everything. They have everything from anthropology to religion, all the way to sexuality. There are
Anatomy.
gender
There's no
studies classes.
classes on gay interactions. No
Yes,
classes.
there
Hey,
are.
okay, but
It's
Pastor,
called, but it's called gender studies. Yes, there are classes for that, Simon. Yes,
okay,
there are
time out right
classes
quick,
for that.
Pastor. Time out.
Mhm.
Time out. Okay, Simon, since he's not gonna do it, let me just briefly tell you. So you said you want to know. So one person will have a penis. It's two men. They got two penises and two booties. Okay. Now, unless it's somebody like Duchess and
Still mistake.
Can I say
Maybe.
something on this bro after they finish? Because I want to address something. I'm not saying that women who have babies out of wedlock are slutty, but I think that gay men get this rap. Hold on. I believe that gay men get this rap that there's some kind of deviant and they're out here having sex. But again, I'm saying that it could be evident that people are doing a lot of things and having sex and having kids. And I'm not saying that all women are slutty, but I think that it's equal amount of sluttiness out there going on.
Why would
So
you even
before we
use that
start
term?
pointing fingers at a lot of people, I think that we need to look at the whole panorama
I'm a
of what's
slut.
going on.
I'm a
Why would you
single
even
So
slut.
I'm
I'm not
not
gonna
saying
lie
that
to
women
you.
who have children out of wedlock are slutty, but you're having sex because that
are
doesn't
gay
happen.
people
It
slutty?
doesn't happen by immaculate conception. It takes
Why would you
two.
even do
It
that?
takes two to make a thing go right. And somebody got together with somebody. So it's a lot of getting together going
So
on. That's all I'm saying.
you dislike women, really, don't you?
Um,
Someone hurt your feelings. Something went
Yeah.
down.
She
Are
started
you
sounding
saying
like
that
you
I really
disliking women
dis?
too,
You
Simon.
say I really
Something
dislike
went
women?
down.
Hold
Something
on,
went
Simon.
down.
Yeah,
What
you
was that?
are.
I didn't hear that. Go ahead and repeat that again, Simon. I didn't hear that. You said I did what?
it sounds like you got something against women. Like
I
something
don't.
went
What I
down.
have something against is people always trying to paint out gay men to be something else. I just point out to the fact that
Yeah, but you
heterosexual
weren't
people
always
can.
gay.
Hold on, Simon. I'm not finished. I'm just pointing out that heterosexual people can be just as slutty. So if we're gonna be slutty, we're gonna be slutty on equal planes. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody.
I don't think gay people can be slutty because the pick is kind of minute in terms
No,
of
gay people can be
I'm a
slutty.
hoe. I'm a
Gay
hoe.
people can be
I was a hoe
slutty.
yesterday. I was a hoe Friday night.
Oh my God.
And yeah, gay people can be slutties. I'm single, but
I
let
think
me
that's
tell
a
you,
misdemeanor.
Simon. But Simon, look, Simon. Simon, so a dick goes into the booty, okay? That's how two gay men have sex. Come on now, you know this,
Yeah, like
Simon.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
not,
okay, so I think you and Pastor need to exchange emails.
No, we good. We good. No, because you're
we
single.
can exchange
And
emails.
Simon was
I
on the
ain't gonna
love
do any further
connection.
than
So
that.
I mean, I'm not trying to get connected. I'm already connected. I'm good.
He ain't as good as he thinks he is. That's the thing. But
Well,
anyway,
my thing is
that's
this:
not the
I'm not
point.
trying to be good for you because you're not who I
Mhm.
desire. So me being good for you is really irrelevant
But
Yeah,
because
he's a
he
lawyer,
was
Jay Wilson.
distracting
He's a
me. He was like,
lawyer.
"Oh,
okay, so what if
I ain't
he's a
getting enough
lawyer?
from you. I ain't
Well,
getting enough from
so he's
you."
a lawyer, and
But he's a
I've
lawyer,
dated
Jay
lawyers,
Wilson.
I've dated doctors, and so just because he's a
Oh,
lawyer,
geez.
that doesn't mean he's a good person. It
What
means
kind of
that he
doctor did
studied
you date?
law.
What kind of doctor did you date, Jay?
He was a dentist. Well, what's
Right?
funny about that? I mean, he went to
Because
school and he worked hard.
it's kind of that would be interesting if I dated a dentist that was a female, she'd really know what to do with her mouth.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wasn't really concerned about that. I thought he was an intelligent individual and he was a very nice individual and he cleaned my teeth very well, and that's all that really mattered.
I bet he did. I
Yes, he
bet
did.
he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I bet he
That's what
did.
it is.
Only
Mhm.
Yeah, see, that's good.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good point.
honest roll. I'm going.
honest.
Look, honest roll. I'm going along with it. I'm going right along with it. But let me say this: he was a very smart guy, and I really liked him because we had really good conversation. And yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was great. He was a very
So
nice
what
person.
happened? How come you're not still with
The
him?
sex
Um,
was good. He had
be,
my
be,
mind.
because I chose career over relationship, and I did not quite trust the
Mm,
man because my career said we need to transfer you somewhere else, and if you
mm.
don't transfer, then you're going to be terminated. He said, "Well, you can stay with me." I don't, and I said, "Well, if I stay with you, then my name needs to be on the lease." And yeah, we need to be together, and so that
Could
didn't
have
happen, and I chose my career at
You
that
regret it?
particular point.
Pastor. You could have been kept. Pastor could have been a kept
Well, my
woman.
thing
Ain't
is,
that
I didn't
something?
need to be kept because I could keep myself. But my thing is, I was a different person. I was a younger person, and so, but we're friends. We're still friends. I mean,
Oh,
I
you
don't
said,
have a
oh, your
problem.
friend's older than him?
Excuse
Mark
me.
better be careful. Mark
What
better
was
be
that? What
careful
was that,
because
Simon?
He was in a relationship. Wait a
mm,
sec.
No,
Wait
no,
a
no.
minute.
Let me say this.
Wait. You
Let me
still
say this.
holding
I don't
you
end my
holding
relationship.
your
Hold on for a minute.
exes?
I don't end my relationships on bad notes.
Mm,
We ended
mm,
it because
mm.
I said, you know what? I feel that there's a shift, and you live in Chicago. I live in Cincinnati.
ah,
You have a lot of professional people there.
oh,
And
okay.
my thing is this: I said, you know, hold on. I said I would rather us be friends than I go to Chicago and you're cheating and we don't be friends. We
Does
already
your
agreed that if it didn't work, it didn't work. And we were honest with each other and we remained friends. And
does,
that's it.
does your
It's just
new
that
man
simple.
does
That's
your new
good.
man know that like you got your ex in the chat in your phone and shit? Does your new man know that?
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Are you
wouldn't
keeping it a
trust you,
secret?
Pastor. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I told him about the guys I've actually dated because we actually communicate. Hold on, we actually communicate with each other.
And you wouldn't be
So
friends with them. See, Mark need to put his foot down. You wouldn't be talking to somebody you had sex with. So what if you get vulnerable again? I mean, y'all. I
Right.
mean, what if you start missing?
Brian, don't project
No,
your insecurities on me.
no.
we're good.
Well,
And my
you and
thing is,
Mark need to have some
I
talks.
am satisfied with who I have. But my thing is, you get somebody first, and then you go and you can tell me about it. But we're good. We're very
Okay,
good.
okay, okay. I'll accept that, Pastor.
We're very
I'll
good.
accept.
And my thing is this: I don't have enemies like that. It's only one person I dealt with, and we don't talk, and that's because I just said you need to take care of your son, and I'm not interested.
A
And
son.
yeah,
That so you could have been a stepdaddy too. See, oh my God, there's so much
Mhm.
going on, Pastor.
No,
There's
it
so
is what it
much.
is. But I'm good. I'm good.
It can be kind of
So
it can be a little bit more complicated, right, Pastor, when children are kind of involved.
this child, it wasn't a child. He was actually graduating, going to college. And believe it or not, I was more concerned about his son because he wasn't out. Believe it or not, he wasn't out. He was a professional guy. He held a position. He was a banker, and he held a position. And I was more concerned about his well-being and his status, believe it or not. And so, I would look out like that, but it didn't work because he was older than I was, and he just didn't want to change. He wanted to just stay in the same type of situation. And I'm like, no, life is too short for that, and it's not gonna work. And we went our separate ways. So that's the only person that I've dated seriously that we are not in good standings. So, and I don't talk to my exes every day, but my partner
You
does
wouldn't be
know
talking
about
to
them.
him, period.
No, that's why
Mark
I'm
need to
not.
put his foot down.
That's why I'm not with you, because I'm a grown man. I'm 54
Exactly,
years
because you wouldn't
old.
be talking to your
But
exes, period.
first of all, we're good.
Period. If you
We're
was with
good.
me, you wouldn't be talking to your exes,
But
period.
that's the
Let
thing.
the
You just
past
you
be the
you
past.
you
What the hell you
just
being
you
friends with the
just said
past
what
for?
you just said. If you were, I'm not.
What are you
So
being friends with the past for? Like the past
my
is the
thing is this,
past.
O'Brien. You really don't know this, and I don't talk to these people every day. But I don't have a bad situation where I don't speak to them and we're not, friends. Or yeah, I don't have that. But because I'm secure in me and he's secure in us, and that's all that really matters. And if you're not secure, then that's your issue. But I live in Texas,
Well,
and I live in
okay,
Texas. They live in
okay.
Illinois, and the other person lives in Nairobi, Kenya. So it's
That,
no way I'm going over to Nairobi, Kenya anytime soon either. So I'm satisfied with what I
man, you
have.
just man, pastor. It sounded like you was out there just living life. There's nothing wrong with that, getting different experiences and and stuff like that. So let me ask you a question. In the midst of you getting all these experiences, meeting these different doctors and professional men and things and that, and stepfathers and this and that, have you ever met somebody like Simon that's exhibiting homoerotic conversation? Do you know what homoerotic means, Pastor?
Hmm. I
Okay,
do.
so am I wrong if I say homoerotic or am I reaching?
You know what? I can only go on what Simon says. Did I say Simon says? That's a joke. Okay.
Yeah, Simon says, Pastor.
Simon says, okay. But no, for real, I don't really know. What's up with Simon. I mean, he's in a country where people can be free. And I just think that if somebody has an experience, that doesn't mean they're gay or not. They may not like it. I don't know. I really don't know, Brian. It depends on
Hmm.
the individual. I don't know. Some people are raised that, hey, you treat people with dignity and respect regardless of who they are, and that's how they feel. I think Simon is more secure with who he is. I'm more concerned with the people who exhibit these behaviors as I don't mess with yags, or I don't do, and they're very hostile towards same gender loving men. Those are the ones that concern me, because you usually hate in others what you hate in yourself. So I really don't know, because Simon may be liberal and he has a progressive way of thinking, that he's gay. I would rather deal with a Simon than deal with somebody who's a man sleeping with men, or have those tendencies, and have violent tendencies, or aggressive towards same gender loving men. Those men raise red flags up for me.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, that was a good answer. That was a real good answer. Hold up, I'll be right back. Hold up.
Okay. Yeah,
And let me say this, I've never slick shaded. I don't, these people know about my man and stuff, and they really don't know. And I think it's really funny. So whatever we got going, we're good with. So yeah, just be concerned and worry about your relationship and make sure it's functioning the way it should be functioning. Because you never hear me talking about y'all relationships because I'm really not interested unless you put it on YouTube. And even with that, it's only because there's some lessons we can learn.
Can I ask you
Well,
a
that's
question?
not true, Pastor, because you talk about everybody's relationship. You talk about everybody like we all do, Pastor. So that's
But
not
my thing is
fair.
this though. This is the
And
thing.
you
I don't
put
put
Mark on
I don't
YouTube.
I don't put mine up. I learned my lesson. And a lot of content creators I've told, don't put your relationship on. I learned that lesson. It's 2024. I have moved
You
on and
talked
we've
about
gone on.
Castro and what's that man that Castro and Tommy.
And you know
So
what?
we
And you
all
know what?
talk about
Hold on for a minute.
relationships.
I sure did. And what I said is, Castro, be careful. Take your relationship off of YouTube because these people will tear it up. And what happened? Okay.
and
Point
Pastor
well taken. Point well taken. I didn't come after their relationship to tear it up. I really came after their relationship to save it because I know how
I
some
didn't say
people
you
are.
didn't. I just said that
Okay.
we all
All
talk
right.
about it's the YouTube.
We
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 all
talked
talk
about it,
about it.
but my thing is some people just talked about it just to talk about it. I gave some sound advice. That's it. So
Hmm.
all right.
appreciate that too, Pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, I think Simon had a question for you too.
Yeah. What I'm intrigued about is like at what point were you comfortable in saying you're my man?
That probably happened in my late 20s. Again, I was brought up in a very rigid, fundamental religious background. So that had to be dealt with first. People were taught that, God hated this and da 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 da, and you need to be delivered. So there was a time where I had to really grapple with that. But this is why it's good to study and do things and really live your own life. And that's when. And so, yeah, so I would say my late 20s. Yeah, my late 20s.
So like when you like started working and stuff, right? You seem like a real successful dude. How did the workplace take it, and did you or was you comfortable in sort of
Well, I didn't have a
disclosing
problem in
your
my workplace
sexuality?
because, so Simon, first of all, I really never had a problem in my workplaces. And when I was working for Delta, I worked for Delta for about 14 years. I was a flight attendant, so I'm not going to have a problem with that. But I never had a problem with it because I didn't lead with my sexuality and I didn't tell everybody my business, and if people ask me now, I have a partner, but no one asked. And so my thing is, I don't ask people about their business. I really try to be respectful of people's privacy. So I've never had a problem in the workplace. I've had problems in religious settings and I had problems with uh, YouTube has been really interesting, but I've
Oh
never had a
Mark.
problem in the workplace.
Oh Mark.
I appreciate
Mark
your
is keeping
honesty, bro.
Why is it poor Mark, Brian? I'm interested. What do you know that he should be so concerned about? Why poor Mark?
shit when y'all was in Vegas, Pastor. Can I be honest, Pastor, without you getting mad at me? Because me and you had a good conversation today, But can
No, but I'm interested.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I really enjoyed my time on your panel earlier. Y'all need to go
hmm
check that out. That was a good conversation.
hmm
But Poe Mark, I felt bad for Poe Mark. They said
Well,
it
why
was
did you
some
feel
mess.
bad for him?
Well, it was some mess between somebody said. Well, listen. Okay, hold up. The way he was peeking his head out that damn door when y'all was in Vegas, and ZT was there. It was a big old love triangle going on at the Marriott in Vegas, at the Miram, whatever the shit was at Vegas.
It
And
was a mirage.
Mark peeked his head out that went out that door, and I felt so. I didn't know what was going. I don't know if he was crying out for help. I don't know. Doing that picture you had took, and he was peeked out that dope, Pastor. That's why I say Poe Mark, because while you was gone, ain't no telling what you was doing with ZT at the motherfucking
So
Marriott.
that's what you
And
think. So that's what you think,
yes,
Brian, right? That's
hmm
what you think. Okay.
well, that's what I
So
felt. That's what I
Well,
felt.
but you weren't there. And see, that's the sad part about it. You know, I'm very protective of Mark, and I don't think that he really needs to be on. And if anything, he was asking me, is it okay to come out? Because Mark respects me being on. He knew I was on YouTube before we met, so he understood that, and that's not a problem. I did not meet up with ZT, and you know that. You know that we left and ZT was still looking for us. Not one time did we see ZT, and it was not a big thing because we were enjoying Usher, we were enjoying Lionel Richie in the shows that we saw. We were busy doing our thing, and when I came on, it's because we had free time. So I think that's something that you've conjured up because if I wanted to
I
meet
was going
ZT,
by what I heard.
if I wanted to meet ZT, we would have met. But I had no desire to meet ZT.
I was going by what I heard, Pastor. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'm
Excuse
glad that
me.
I'm glad you came to the source. If
Ex-
you're gonna get the information, come to the primary source. Don't ask my
Excuse me.
neighbor, come to me. Don't be afraid, boo. If you gotta ask me something, I'm here. And so now
Excuse.
you know the truth.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
Because
I
Brian, I
apologize.
could feel sorry for a lot of people too, but I don't really comment on a lot about what you do. I didn't even know half the stuff was
Well,
going on. But no. I'm just
well, say
saying.
what you got to say. Bring it to the
Mm-mm. Because
forefront.
no, it's
I
because
like stuff like
let me
this.
say this though, Brian. It's
I
really
like it.
let me say this.
I like it.
It's really none of my business. And if that's what you want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
if you like to cuddle and that's your
Yeah,
business.
yes.
Okay. That's your business. You're a
Mm-hmm.
grown man. I don't pay your mortgage. I
Thank
don't
you.
pay your car payment.
Mm-hmm.
But I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to straighten that up because that was far from the
Well,
truth.
what did they got to do with Mark and peeking his head out the door, Pastor?
I told you, I told you why. I told you why, and he's fine. And trust me, if Mark
Don't get
wanted
mad at
to,
me.
let me say this: if Mark wanted to go, he would go.
I
We're
mean, when
both
you get
grown
mad at
people.
me for
We're
worrying
no, no,
about
no,
the
no, no, no.
big
I'm just
old
saying we're
Brian trying to
both
get
grown
him a
people.
goddamn nut. Okay, but you
No,
want me to be
what
alone
I'm trying to
forever?
say,
You
Brian,
want me to
is
get it
this:
how I can try to
I
get it?
want you to hear me and hear me good. We are
I'm
both
trying to
grown.
get. I'm
Hold
trying to
on,
be in the
Brian.
same gender level
I'm
like
trying to
you.
let you know that we're both good. And no one is in the relationship by force. And either one of us can go ahead and leave tomorrow and we're gonna be fine and life is gonna go on and the sun's still gonna shine. Because we're both capable of doing what we need to do.
I'm
And
trying.
while we're
Listen,
together, it's because
Pastor.
we love each other.
I'm trying to be in the same gender relationship like you. Okay, so that's
Okay.
all I was asking. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, nobody is a hostage. It's a mutual agreement to be in this together because we love each other. Not like each other, but love each other. So, and again, Mark has nothing to do with me being on YouTube. And my thing is, I think that I made a mistake in even bringing him on because my thought is,
Well, did you
this is
still hear from Tracy?
this is my
Wasn't he
partner.
Tracy dude? I'm asking you questions that I'm
He
hearing, Pastor.
wasn't Tracy's dude. He at some point in time, if his regular barber wasn't there, she would fill in every once in a while. And he had a nice conversation with Tracy, and they were really never an item. He just went to get his haircut
Well,
where
you
she
said
worked.
never really an item, so they talked. You
Well,
just
yeah,
said never really an item.
he was nice. They had conversation, and
Stop. So Mark is
hold on.
bisexual.
He thought he was a nice woman. No, just because you talk to somebody and think they're nice, that doesn't mean you want them, Brian. Come on.
No, okay, go ahead. Okay. You said
Yeah.
never really. If they didn't talk, you would have said they never would have. You said never
Brian,
really
they never
talk.
gone on a date.
Okay.
They only corresponded with each other at the
Mm-hmm.
place of her employment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm only just giving you the truth. They only corresponded with each other at her workplace. I mean, what else do you want? Or you want me to make something up?
No, I felt like bringing Tracy up because they said Tracy had my name in her mouth. So I thought I'd want to just ask
But
about
see,
Mark and
that's
Tracy,
between you and. But that's the thing. That's between
Angela
you and.
T. White. That's why I
That's
brought
between
Tracy
you
up.
and Tracy,
Well,
and I
I
think you
brought her
need to
up and
bring
you
that
asked the
up.
question. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
but see, you don't understand. You just saying that says a lot about you. But
That
I'm gonna
doesn't
leave it
say
at.
a
I'm gonna
lot
leave it at
about
that.
nothing. I felt like being
It
petty,
does, but I'm
Pastor.
gonna leave it right at that
Don't
because
overthink it.
if you
Don't
can't see
overthink
it,
it.
then I'm not overthinking it.
I just felt like being petty.
I see.
I
Well,
wanted to know
okay.
if her and Mark ever
Mhm.
dated, because they
Yeah.
said it in the streets that you stole Mark from her.
But you came and told your true self to say
Who
because she
cares?
said
I'll
something
tell it
about me.
again. What is that?
Okay,
What is
that's
that got
all.
to do
But
with it?
so that's all I'm saying. So what's the big whoop? You just told
You
us
making
why,
it a big
and
whoop,
that's it.
Pastor. I
Because
wanted to
I'm
know was
no boo. I'm
did you
chilling.
steal Mark
I-
from Tracy?
I'm
That's
chilling.
what I
Do you
want to
think? So
know.
my question is, do you think I stole him?
I
What do you
kind of
think?
think you did because you claim you're
Okay.
bisexual. Mark is
Okay.
bisexual. Tracy is a goddamn hermaphrodite. We don't know which
Okay.
one is who.
All right.
We
Well,
don't know which
if
one
you
is
think
who.
that,
So
then I can't help what you think. Okay.
okay.
If that's what you think.
Okay,
Okay.
because she had some shit to say about me the other day, and I ain't spoke on
But
Tracy in
that's
a
you
long
and her.
time.
But that's good. Y'all keep
Okay, and it
on.
is.
It is. I'm just saying. I see what it's about. That's all. No
You
more, no
stole
less.
Mark from her, is what it's about.
That's what you
Mark
see.
was talking to
That's
her,
what you said. You can't
and
steal
that's why you and
anybody.
her.
You can't steal anything that somebody didn't possess in the first place.
Okay.
You can't steal anybody who somebody didn't possess in the first place. So, but anyway, but if you think that, it is what it is.
Well, thank you for coming up, Simon.
Well, it is what it is. Honest, bro, you have a good night. I'm about to go to bed. I was up too late last night. I really wanted to come up here and be petty, and I was. Tracy, I don't think you're a hermaphrodite, bitch, but leave my name out your fucking mouth because I don't speak on you. And Honest Ro, are you well? Are you truly well after the events after tonight?
Absolutely, Brian. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
well.
cool.
You know, you just got to have some time to just cool off and think about
Okay.
things. You know, especially when it was somebody that I have, you know, built a certain type of relationship with on YouTube. You know,
Okay.
I think both of y'all can kind of with the people that y'all have, you know, collaborated with and communicated with, you probably can feel, you know, a little bit of where I'm coming from. I know, Pastor, I know you've been like a soul type of creator though for a while. And Brian, I know you have had certain situations with you know, creators that
With nobody, Honest Ro. I'm an angel on here. All these people come for me for no reason, but I love them all. And like I said, Pastor, God bless you. And I want you to treat Mark with the utmost, because some people say utmost respect. It's utmost respect, Pastor.
Well, I
Treat
think,
him with,
let me say
treat
this,
him,
Brian.
treat him
You are
right,
on the
and love
outside.
him,
You are on the outside looking in,
and
and
love him.
you're looking at the show Jay Wilson, but you don't know me personally, and I don't think you can really make that assessment.
I want you to love him, and I want you to stop comparing yourself to me. You can't compare yourself to me.
I'm not
Okay,
trying
I'm
to.
single right now. I'm trying to get
I'm
my
not
life
trying to.
together, and I
Brian,
want
get
to
your life
find
together.
somebody. Well, excuse me. I'm trying to find somebody that fit me like a
Oh
glove, not
Lord.
somebody of
Okay.
convenience. I don't want
Okay,
to steal
Brian.
nobody from nobody
Okay.
and stuff like that. I
Awesome.
want to find somebody that's made just for me, who can
Okay.
accept all of my weirdness and my craziness
Okay.
and
I'm sure
everything
they're out
else.
there. You in Houston, and Houston is a big city, and
Well,
you got the surrounding area. So I'm sure there's somebody for everybody.
Kima and all the other type of places, right? Clear Lake and everything, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you might find somebody at Nick's.
At who?
At Nick's. Is it still open? It used to be in Fifth Ward.
Okay. Well, I might go there Friday. Where do I find this place? Spell it for me, please.
NICK_S.
NICK. Okay, Nick's. Okay.
Pastor, you know,
Well,
you stand up, Pastor, you got a little bit of love connection in you.
Well, yeah, Nick's is a great place. I met somebody who was a trail rider. Oh, he was a cowboy. Oh, it was really nice. I'd never been on a trail ride, and it was a great time.
you just have a lot of experiences, Pastor. My
I
God,
do.
you have an experience for
I
everything.
do. I do. That's why I
Oh
don't worry
my
about.
God.
All I'm saying is that's why I don't worry about what people have to say. And
You
at
have
the
an
end of the day, I
experience for
have
everything. You
Mhm.
really do have an experience for everything.
lived life to the fullest.
I know that's right. Okay.
That's
Mhm.
absolutely right.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Why do you think I know what Cats is? Cats was my calling card after the club. We go to Cats.
I bet you took a
Love
lot
their
of men
music.
there. I bet you paid for a lot of the.
I know I don't have to pay for anything. See,
What the heck?
again, Brian, don't project on me. Don't project on me. I'm not you. And you're right.
I'm the nigga.
You
I do
cannot
pay.
you
You're
can't
absolutely
compare.
right. If
Yeah,
we're going somewhere, you're
yeah.
not paying for nothing. And that's just the man I am. Because if I ain't got the
Okay.
money, I don't want to go.
Brian, this is how it goes
Okay,
down.
I'm the
I'm gonna
nigga.
go ahead and get my check. Oh no, I got it. Oh, okay, thank you, but I can really get my check.
Well, I'm
That's
not
how
like that.
that's how it
I'm not
usually goes
like
down.
that.
Because I can pay for my own, but when
Well,
people insist, then I'll let
congratulations.
them do
But
that.
you see, and you a modern man. See, that's the thing right there. You a modern man that believe. Have you ever heard of that before, Pastor? You are a modern man that believe in still talking to your exes. That leaves room for cheating. You're a modern man who don't let a nigga be a nigga, even though y'all both are
No,
men.
no, no, no,
You just,
no.
I mean, you just a
No, Brian,
modern man that believes.
but Brian, I think that says a lot about you
No,
because
that
my
says a
thing
lot
is,
about
hold on, let me
you.
say this. Let me say this. I went to
I'm paying
Chicago.
as the
Now, hold on
man.
for a minute. I wasn't even involved with anyone. I went to Chicago, and the person I was with was with somebody else, and we had a good conversation, and I moved right on. I mean, it's done. I'm not going back to an ex. You don't put
Yeah.
shit back up your ass.
Well, some people can, but
Well, I'm sure they
that,
can, but you don't. So my thing is, once you're done, you're done. You keep on moving.
okay.
And so that's all I'm saying. But I'm not like you, and everybody doesn't have to go to the drum of what you think because
I never
everybody's
said
different.
that.
Okay,
I
I'm just
never
making
said that.
sure
If we have
because you're trying to act like oh poor this and no. I live in San
I said
Antonio,
Mark was
Texas.
peeking his head out the window. He sure was. I was
Well, but
concerned
you
for
don't
Mark.
know the context of why. And that's
Well,
the whole problem. You all don't get the context of things. And if you would have asked me, I would have told you why. He could have been peeking his head out the window because maybe he was in the shower. It could have been a lot of reasons why he was
nah,
peeking his head out the window. All right,
Mark
but you
look.
all are so obsessed with that relationship, but keep on being
Well,
obsessed
you
with
should
it.
never
That's
brought
why
it
he
to
don't.
YouTube. You
No,
should have never
and it is.
brought it to
But you know what?
YouTube.
I'm not mad about it.
Okay, so you can't be a
I
hypocrite.
gave
You
you the
should never brought it to
answer.
YouTube.
I gave you the answer, and if you choose to think like you think, I can't help that. I just gave you
You,
the answer.
you should have.
So
Oh, my daily page is here. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. I just got that alert looking down at this thing. Oh my God. Thank you today. God is
when you
good.
do it,
But
mhm.
honest row, I ain't forgot about you yesterday. I fell asleep. You know, it was like 12 something at nighttime when we got off the thing. So, but
Mhm.
Pastor, okay, Pastor. God bless you, Pastor.
God bless
Me,
you.
you know, but I think that you be doing that man wrong because all your stuff happen on YouTube. All of it. You are in a relationship, but that goddamn Grinder app went off. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's signs of you cheating on your husband
Well,
or
maybe
on your
that's a sign.
same gender lover.
Maybe that's a sign of buzz and a whole lot of other stuff. But maybe that's a sign of that. But you all think what you want to think, and my thing is,
I
it's
think
up
that
to
you was
you.
cheating on Mark behind his back, and
Mm.
Mark wasn't there, and that app went off, and there's no explaining that. Everybody heard it, so it was on YouTube. So we're talking about it, Pastor. Like
Mhm.
and I just feel that that's fucked up because Mark seemed like he was a
Well,
good dude.
again, there are a lot of ways that you can get things on, and everything I do is for a reason. Everything I do at that particular point, was to generate buzz. We knew how to generate buzz. Now I don't have a buzz situation in 2024. I just talk about what happened because again, it's a different
Nah,
season.
I'm not
So,
buying that.
well,
That
let me
was
say this,
not no
Brian. I'm not.
plan.
I'm not. Hold on for a
That
minute.
was not planned, Pastor. You
I'm
forgot
not
to
telling
turn your
you.
ringer down, and we
I.
heard your Grinder
I.
app.
I am not
Own
telling you.
it.
Boo, I'm not telling you what you can buy or not. I'm not telling you what you can do
Pastor,
or
let's
not.
just have a conversation, please. Let's not overtalk each other.
I'm not.
Pastor,
No,
you're
no,
trying to
no. I'm
spin.
not.
Okay,
Hold
let me
on.
talk,
Hold on.
please.
I'm not. Hold
Please, no,
on.
let
Hold
me
on.
talk.
No, no,
Please let
no.
me talk.
I'm
Let
not
me
trying
talk.
to spin anything. I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
that
are
you.
trying to spin
No,
this,
I'm
Pastor.
saying that you hold what you want to hold, and I'm
Pastor,
good with it.
no, 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 no. You just
you
tried to
know,
spin that. You
Look,
literally just
but
tried to spin that. And we all know that that was not to generate buzz. You already had the buzz. You forgot to
really.
turn your goddamn ringer
Really?
down.
But you're still talking about it, so it's still buzzing. Just like Mark was poking his head out the thing, and you assumed that that's what was going on too. So Brian, thank you. You let me know that what I do works, and it was very efficient and beneficial, and I appreciate that.
I
Uh,
got you, Pastor. I got you. But Brian,
mhm.
Grinder may not always have to be a sexual site. It could have been some type of event that somebody wanted Pastor to know. You make friends on Grindr as well. You know, these
But if
aren't,
he's
they don't consider themselves as sex apps. They
But
Let me
if
say
he's in
this.
a
Let me say this,
relationship,
honest, bro. Let me say this. This was really funny. So I never forget when I was working for the pharmacist, and I had Grinder, I had Jack, and I had Adam. And of course, people had issues with that. They even called saying, you know, this and the third. But again, you will go to a lot of places. There are a lot of testing places that they have people on, and people would get that because again, it was affecting our community. And I was telling people about, you know, PrEP, and people made such a squawk about that. And my thing is, that's what we got a lot of business. That's when people say, well, are you on PrEP? If they couldn't tell me what the pills were and if they had to be tested, then I knew that, you know, you were not on it. And then say, hey, don't be playing games on here. You may need to go do this. But again, you can't tell people that, because when people have made up their mind that that's why you're on there, that's it. Now, again, I'm grown, and at the end of the day,
you saw a
it is what it is.
ghost. You saw a
And then,
ghost when
hold
that
on,
thing went off.
it is what it is.
You saw a
And
ghost, Pastor.
again, that was a whole lot of stuff that was going on at that particular point, and I did generate buzz. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I don't have to really go through it and explain it in this. I went right on through it, and it seems like people are just fixated on it, and I can't stop people from what they think. And Brian, if you think that, then go ahead.
I don't think
It
nothing,
is
Pastor.
okay.
Are we
Well,
still
it's
good?
all good with me. So
Are we
it is
still
what it
good,
is.
Pastor?
All good. So my thing is, I've gotten so
Okay.
much flack even about that. It's all good. I
Are we
mean,
still
it is what
good,
it is.
Pastor?
We
Are we
were
still
never bad.
good today?
We were really never bad.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, because I felt like being shaded to you today. And you know,
You
in the
always shady.
first,
You just like Rico. That's how you all are built.
wait a minute. No, mine come from in a playful mood though. I just like
Okay,
fucking with you.
he comes from a playful mood too.
Well, okay. Well, I should listen.
Anyway,
I so hate you feel that way, but honest, bro, this has been a blessing, Pastor. I wish you nothing but success,
Yeah.
Pastor, and I want you to treat Mark better. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just leave it. You can always strive to do better, right or wrong.
well, I just want you to strive to do
Wait, what do you mean by that? Strive to do what? Get me a
whatever.
nigga?
Strive to
Well,
do.
well, when
Whatever
I
you
That's
find
all.
feel
that
like
perfect
doing,
person,
Brian.
I mean, fill in the
honest,
blank,
bro, when
Brian.
I
I just
find
want you
that
to continue
perfect
to strive,
person, I
and that's what you need to do.
when I find that perfect person I can't be without, then I will. Pastor,
Nobody's
I ain't,
perfect.
huh?
Nobody's perfect.
And honest, bro, if you can find somebody that like gorillas, I'm willing to you know, I am thirsty, like they say. I want to find love. 40 is coming. So I
Mm,
am thirsty. Yeah, you're goddamn right I am. So if you
okay.
can find somebody that like gorillas, a primate,
Well,
maybe
Brian, where are you looking? My thing is, you know, you have book readings and spoken word. Houston is a major metropolitan city,
I'm
Brian.
awkward.
And
I'm
you
sociably
went
awkward,
and you
Pastor.
went to you were in Galveston, and I'm gonna tell you, I went to Galveston on a cruise ship, and yeah, it's interesting.
I'm
So,
sociably awkward, so
What
I,
about
you
finding
know,
a pen pal, y'all?
a
what'd you
pen
say?
pal.
Like a pen pal, somebody that you can.
That
Um,
sounds real prison like. I don't know about that, honest, bro. That sounds real prison like. You right? No, I just think Brian needs to. I think he may be socially awkward, but I think he needs
And
to
I'm
be
crazy,
in.
Pastor. Pastor, I'm crazy.
No,
I
I
can
don't. I
admit
don't.
it.
Well, Brian, look, I just think that you have. I think you have book clubs. Houston is a very, very big place. You know, they have Splash at Houston every year.
Pastor say, well, Brian, look, well, Pastor, well, maybe I just need to get myself together, and maybe somebody, you know, like you said, I need to lose my stomach. I'm gonna try to start doing some sit-ups,
Well, let me
and
say
yeah,
this, Brian.
I
People
hope I
don't
don't
love
break
you
my
for who
back.
you are. And if people are loving you because of your body, then that's going to be a problem because it's going to be an issue. And I think that before you even start doing that, you need to, first of all, say, you know what, there's going to be somebody who's going to love me for me. And I just think that sometimes that, you know, It's the places, and I just think that Houston is a major, major city. Not to say that everybody is there, but I think it's somebody for everybody. And like I said, San Antonio is a little different, because of the demographics. But if you are a person who is EEOC, equal opportunity, hell, Houston
Okay.
is the place. It's the most diverse city in Texas. And if
Well,
it ain't working for you downtown, maybe you need to go to the Woodlands. If it's not working in the Woodlands, maybe you need to go to Katy. If not there, Missouri City. If not there, go to Pasadena. You're already going to Galveston. So, maybe you need to go to the country and go to Orange, Beaumont. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Fedora, I beg to differ, Fedora. Somebody's gonna love my craziness
Gotcha.
just as a Fedora. I rebuke that in the name of Jehovah, Fedora. But thank you for your advice. And
Brian,
Pastor, I
I think
agree
I
with
think
you.
there's someone out there for you, Brian. But my thing,
Exactly.
if you're social awkward, then maybe you just need to break out of that. Now, I'm gonna say this because it helped me, and I'm only giving you stuff that's helped me. So when I was in the chaplaincy program, they made us face fears, and I had an issue with professional, older, corporate white men because at Delta they would treat black pursers, the head attendant, like dirt, and we had a general thing where if one flight attendant did bad, all of them did bad. So in order to make sure that we got high marks, I would have to flip and send a blonde or a female up there in certain cases. And I didn't really feel good about that because I'm like, I'm giving good service, but because of my color, you might have an issue with that. So I kind of had some resentment there. And so they made me face that. And guess where they put me? They put me in the cardiac unit. And in the cardiac unit, the majority of the men, not all, but the majority were older white men. And I had to really go and talk to those people, and I had to face that. And it helped a great deal. So all I'm saying is maybe you need to face that social awkwardness and hit it head on and at least say hello or speak to someone and see where it
I mean,
goes.
I do. I mean, I
Are
do
you
that
afraid of
conversation.
Does
rejection?
that too. Like for when you have
My
like a
question is, are you afraid of rejection?
No.
So what's the problem?
I just told you I'm a crazy motherfucker, and somebody has to. You see, maybe I just need to keep waiting, working on myself and waiting, and somebody's gonna come along.
Well, if you
You
say
know,
you're crazy, what do you mean by that? Because
I'm
we're
crazy
having a
than a motherfucker,
conversation
Pat.
now, and you're not
No,
socially awkward to speak with me.
well, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm a different type of person. I'm a different type of man. I know it. I own
So
it.
what makes you different?
Well, the fact that I'm a crazy Sagittarius, Pastor. I mean, I got some
So
crazy ways about me.
what makes you crazy though? What are the ways that are crazy about you that would turn
Well,
somebody off?
I mean, my anger sometimes. I do have anger issues sometimes. Um, I don't like people doing certain things. I don't like certain. I'm just a weird type of person, and it'll take that person to understand me.
So
That's
if
what
you
I
have
mean to
anger
say.
issues, Brian, then you may need to find out where that comes from and deal with it head on. Because if you're
Mhm.
having anger issues, that's going to be more than a relationship. That could be on a job, that can be in personal life thing, that could be family. So anger issues is going to be bigger than a relationship. That's going to be in all aspects of life. So I think
I'm
that's
not
something
talking.
that you're going to have to deal with.
I'm not talking about anger issues like that, Pat. I'm just saying, like, it's just like certain stuff that get on my nerves. Certain stuff, it's just like
I get it.
basically what I
So, but it's
basically
something
what
that
I'm trying to
sets you
say.
off. And so
Well,
why does
basically,
it
what I'm
set you
trying to
off?
say is that it'll take somebody special to be with somebody like me, and
Hey
that would
Brian,
truly
how you
understand.
doing? Hey Brian, how you doing?
that's under new management, y'all.
My God, I'm scared to talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, 'cause I want to beat you up, man.
Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Look, that night that you were out, I'm like, all right, he looked fresh, he looked good, but bruh, I hope I can say this without you getting angry.
No.
Unbutton that top button on your shirt, man. Open it up, put a
Mm,
chain around your neck so you can be cool, man. All right.
mm. Okay.
And next time you
I'm
arguing with
scared.
somebody, keep
Oh,
my name out of it.
oh, I'm scared. Honest Roll, please help me.
Jay
Please help
Wilson,
me.
how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Ro, I
Hey,
hope you're doing okay, because I saw what happened, so I hope y'all can settle that. Because
thank
y'all all
you.
good together, you know?
Yeah, you know, after me calming down,
Right,
I'm
right.
really just going to try to look at a lot of the good things.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you got it. All
But
right,
Ro,
guys. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.
yeah, but Ro, y'all good together, but y'all, people gotta respect boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect boundaries. You have
Ooh, thank
feelings,
you,
and
God.
you
Oh, I'm
gotta
scared.
have, and I think people gotta respect boundaries, and people gotta understand that you don't control other people. And I think that's a big thing. And I think you all are good together too. But if
I
people,
almost
yeah,
peed on myself just now. Oh my
mm.
God. I
Oh,
never been
Brian.
scared like that in my life.
Why you
That
scared,
was
Brian?
She had
underneath
scared
management.
her when she came up.
Yes, I was so scared, like I almost had a panic attack. Oh
Who
my
is that
God.
though? What they do? Why are you
Oh,
having a panic attack?
No, you
because I
remember
cussed her
y'all already
girlfriend out
felt the
yesterday.
way. And then when somebody just kind of they may kind of get you.
She
You
Hmm.
pulled up on me just now.
like
Oh,
Dang,
okay.
she literally pulled up on me. Like I cussed her girlfriend, LG, the drunk lady.
Oh Lord.
LG has a husband, and that was her side stud that just pulled up
Oh,
on me. And
interesting.
oh my God. Honestly, I
it's
literally
a storyline relationship.
okay.
Wow. Well,
All
honest
right.
roll. Look, I enjoyed myself. It was good. Speaking. I didn't think I would be up here this long. I knew what happened with you and uh Dovey, and just wanted to kind of address that. And then I just had that BBL question. And one thing about Simon, he knows how to stretch something out. I
Oh, I
Simon.
bet he does. Pastor,
Well, no.
you need to stop.
No, what I'm saying is the only thing I wanted to know is I thought he was interested in getting the BBL, and I'm like, why? And I just wanted to
Dang.
know what, but then it went somewhere else, and I'm like, this is interesting because it went into different various topics, and I thought it was, because I didn't plan to be up here this long, but it was
Y'all are so
cool.
blatant about it.
I'm
Like
glad
y'all are
you were.
blatant.
We're blatant about what? I mean, the man,
I
maybe he
mean,
has,
You know,
maybe people have conversation, and I think that's the big
hmm
thing. It's not because we're flirting; we having
hmm
conversation.
okay.
I mean,
I thought
yeah.
all the conversation that y'all had.
I mean, and he was asking some questions, but some things were, so I don't think it's so much about flirting. I think he had questions and that was it. And yeah. Yeah. But you knew he was a lawyer. I didn't know all of that. That really didn't make a difference, but you brought it up. I'm
Well,
like, okay.
I know you like to be kept, so I mean, it would have changed your
No, no,
mind.
no, no, no. I don't
So
like to
you would have
be.
just jumped. Oh,
I,
Simon, come here,
it's really
Simon.
interesting. So why would you think that I like to be kept? Where
Well,
did you
because you're
get that from?
superficial like that.
And
You
why
are
would you say I'm
superficial.
superficial? How am
Because
I
some of the things,
superficial?
well, anyway,
No, Brian, I just think that's
you
really
have
interesting.
exhibited some past behavior of being superficial, but that's just my opinion.
I have exhibited
Who the
those
fuck am
past
I?
behaviors because, again, it pissed people off. And that's my whole goal. If I can piss
Well,
you off, I'm going to do what I can. But, Brian, we
hmm
really don't know each other personally for you to even make that assessment.
okay. Well, God bless you.
Uh huh. Okay. Okay.
hmm
Yeah. Because, even though I picked at you in that care package, I was just picking at you, but I didn't know if you were
hmm
really down and out like that.
I
I really didn't.
was. I really
Okay.
was.
I didn't know
But
that.
I'm not anymore. Thank God.
Well, thank God.
Oh,
Thank
thank
God.
God. Thank God. And let me
Yeah.
see. Hold up. And that daily pay just hit my alert as I was talking earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that transfer and send it directly to my savings. Thank God. Brian, what did TI say? One deposit into your account and you up out of poverty. Live your
Mm.
life. That's what TI told me.
Okay now.
That's what TI told me. God bless you.
Where the
Okay.
money resides.
Nah, it ain't my fault, Pastor, that you put your stuff on YouTube and people want to make
You know, Brian,
falter
let me
or
say this.
banter
It is
about it.
what it
It's
is,
not
and
my
you
fault.
learn, you live and you learn, and you keep it moving.
Well, don't get
I
mad at
mean, you
me, and it
learn from
sounds
your
like you want to throw
past,
shade
you
at
live in your
me.
present, and you go in your future. And my thing is, I'm good. I'm not mad at anyone, Brian. I mean, I know people think that people get mad, but I'm not mad at anybody. This is YouTube, and when I click
Okay,
off of here, I won't see you.
okay.
Yeah, that's the real of it.
And remember to turn your volume down because
Yeah.
Mark is upstairs. Turn your volume down
Mhm.
and don't,
Mark done walked downstairs about twice, so
treat
it's
that
all
man
good.
better. Treat that man
Okay.
better.
They
I
have a
want you to
better
get somebody so
relationship
you
than
can
that,
treat
Brian.
them.
Hmm.
They don't. That's not. They don't have a one-sided relationship. That is a two-sided relationship, Pastor. That's the relationships that I know I want. I want something that's
I mean, we talk to each other. We have conversations. I mean, before we even got together, we had major conversations. I'm not to say that everything is perfect, but we really have serious conversations. I mean, I don't need to share them because those are our conversations. But we talk to each other and everything. And so, you know, like you said, Brian, he has friends in Dallas where he talks to them. I don't think he gonna step out and do anything. I don't, because I'm not that insecure, and that's
That ain't
another big thing
first
too.
of all, don't try to do it that way. I
No,
said
no, 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 no. I'm
exes.
saying I'm
I
not.
didn't say
Well,
friends. I said
this
exes.
was his ex, who they are now
Okay,
friends.
well, that's
And
between you and
again,
him.
I don't think anything of it because I'm not threatened by
Cause you ain't about to
anyone.
have me hanging around somebody you used to have sex with like
Um,
a big group of friends. That's weird. That's odd.
well,
And you
that's
know,
you, because
no.
that's called insecurity. My thing is,
Well, I guess I'm insecure then.
I have who I
I'll be
have,
insecure.
and my
I'll
thing
be
is,
insecure.
if it's meant to be, it'll be. If not,
I'll
it
be
won't.
insecure. No, you can have any
Well,
other friend in the world, but
that's
not
how you
your
feel.
ex. You can
That's
have
how you feel.
you can
Anyway,
have
see
20 million
that's crazy
friends. Go
foolishness.
out with them every day if you want to, but
Okay.
you ain't about to be canoodling with your fucking
Well,
ex.
well,
No,
you
fuck
know
no,
what? That's good for you,
fuck
and do
no.
what you need to do for you. But that
And
doesn't
hence
that
the
doesn't
reason
play.
why
That
maybe you and
doesn't
Mark have
play.
an open relationship. I
No,
don't
we
know.
don't. We do
I
not,
don't
and that
know.
doesn't play. And it doesn't play over here. And
I
no, we
said
do
maybe.
not.
I didn't know. I just said
No,
maybe. I'm
well,
just
I'm
assuming.
going to go ahead and do that. No, we do not. And my thing is, if you feel that way, then when you have a relationship, you talk to your
He will
partner
not be
about that.
talking to his motherfucking ex. Your
Well,
ex
that's what
better
you
be a
got to
thing
do.
of
Let me say this.
1999,
That's what you got
97.
to do. But
Shit.
I'm not at least bit insecure or concerned about anything and what's going to happen. I'm really not. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
you, Brian. That's
Okay.
you.
Hmm.
So, but that may be a control issue thing.
That
I'm
ain't
just
no
saying.
fucking control issue.
Oh
It's a
God! Oh,
common
look at
sense.
you. Seem like you
It's a
getting
con.
upset. We've been
Well,
together for
because
6 years and
it's
we never had an issue.
no,
So
but
I'm just
hold
saying.
up. That's not a control issue because you might start developing old
Mhm.
feelings and shit, being around your ex and shit. Why,
Well,
and that leads to open doors of
my
other
ex is
shit.
in Illinois and the other one is in Nairobi,
Okay, so
Kenya.
that's all I'm saying,
So
Pastor.
no.
God bless you. You can have all
God
the
bless
friends
you.
you want. Have all the
Okay.
friends you want.
All
You and
right.
Mark
I
probably
mean, do
polyamorous. Who
do what you
knows?
need to do for yours when
Y'all,
you get that relationship. You let me know how it
you
works
and
for you. When you
you
get
and
it,
Mark
let
might
me
be
know.
polyamorous. Who
Uh-huh.
knows?
But when you get that relationship, you let me know how it works for you.
You know, y'all might be polyamorous, and
We're
and
not.
you a
said no
We're
together as a
not.
couple.
relationships,
We're
Brian.
not. We are together. We're not. There's no polyamorous. There's no
Well,
fluidity. There's none of that. But again, because something is not the way you think it is, that's
I
where
never
you go
said
with it.
nothing.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Let me stop messing with you, Pastor. Pastor,
Oh,
you
you're
know what,
not messing with me.
Pastor?
I'm just being real.
Look, Pastor, I'm genuinely happy that we had our conversation earlier.
Hmm.
I am being messy towards you today
I know
and it just is what it is. I can't lie about it. I mean, it just is what it is.
it is.
And
I know. And some
wait,
people
Blue
can't
will
help it. They do
sit.
what they got to do.
Now, Pastor, can I ask you one more question, please, before I leave? Please,
Hmm.
please. Now, why haven't you ever claimed Stump Down?
What you mean, claim stomp down?
You never
What you
claimed
mean?
him. Like you didn't claim QB, you didn't claim a few other people. Why haven't you ever claimed Stump Down? And that's why he be shading your ass, Pastor, because I
Hold on for a
noticed
minute. Is that my
rebel.
phone?
Oh,
Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. Is that my phone? Okay, I thought that was my phone. What do you mean by claim Stump Down? Let me say this. Stump Down came from the house of Jay Wilson. He got his 1,000 people and he did what he wanted to do. I never not claimed Stump Down. Are you crazy? I thought he was
Okay.
hilarious. Now, I don't agree with everything he does, but he got to his 1,000 people. He was probably about the last person who I really did do that with, far as when we were doing that. He was probably about the last one. So I've never not claimed him. That's not true.
Okay,
I just didn't have to
I've been
talk about him
misinformed
that
this
much. Let me
whole
tell you something.
time.
I never had to talk about him that much because he did his own thing and he was very self-sufficient.
Okay.
So I don't know where that came from, but I never not claimed saying
Well, I always figured you never claimed him.
and
You
he
must,
always
you
said
mean
that's my vlog father and everything and everything else.
okay?
And like I said,
it's
so
all
that's not true.
I
That's
stand
never true.
corrected. Was Stump
Okay.
Down? I'm
it's
sorry,
part of the
Stump Down.
storyline, Brian. It's that's all an act. That's all something that's trying to bring attention towards his channel. I
So
think
my thing is this: once you get to your 1,000, you do what the hell you want to. I try to get you to your monetization, and once you do that, if you want to destroy your channel, or if you want to do that, and let me say this: I knew everybody wasn't gonna be gung ho with me because there's no friends on YouTube, and I know people turn. So people are like, well, what you gonna do? Nothing. This is why I focus on my channel. This is why I get people to 1,000 because I'm not going to put all myself and energy in somebody and they may turn because I'm focusing on my platform as well. So again, that's what I do. But I never not claimed Stump Down. I thought Stump Down was very funny when he first came on, and I don't know what he's doing now, but I'm sure he's doing what he need to do. But yeah,
Oh,
so
so you
I
don't
never
watch
not
Stump
said that.
Down?
do you think he's playing Pastor, or do you think he's serious? Like, have you
You
listened?
watch Stump Down?
I have not watched Stump Down lately. No.
What made you it well, you I think you did touch on that. You said it was because it got dark. So you didn't think he was dark at first?
Well, I thought he was very funny at first, like I thought QB. But my thing is, you all, I watch Tracy maybe occasionally because, again, you all, I watch things now for interest and if there's something we can learn from it. I just don't watch everybody. And I know people want me to be watching them, but if you had to watch everybody on YouTube, that means that you don't have time to do anything for yourself. And it's not because I don't like folk. It's because sometimes the interest is not there anymore. Like I don't watch challenges. I just I can't do them challenges. I'm just tired of watching them. Not to say they're not good, but for me, I just don't like watching them. Not to say that they should stop. I just don't go places where I don't want to watch. And it's just that.
Understandable.
My thing is this: why do people get mad? Well, I'm like, if I don't like you, then I'm not going to be on your channel unless there's something that I really need to see. But why go someplace where you are not wanted or welcome? And I just don't do that anymore. I think it's a waste of time. I think you can spend your time doing something better.
Okay. Well, Honest Road, good night. And listen, I hope you feel better. And Pastor, God bless you, okay?
Okay.
Peace out. And
Thank
I'm going
you.
to send that to you tonight, okay? Have a good one.
Okay, Brian.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I was supposed to do it yesterday because I was cussing that lady out. So are you mad at King Tulsa? Are you mad at her?
No,
Or,
I
okay.
I put her right along the side of, like just a character,
Okay.
I know the things that she do. I'm not mad, because this is her whole rhetoric. This is what the type of things that she do. Actually, I just hope somewhere that she can just kind of like have a stableness about herself because I do think that the way she's going, I mean, that's her. That's the way she likes to go. But I feel that it can lead to a lot of damaging issues, I feel, but hey, that's she's been doing it for quite a while now. I think where she's at, I think she done hit where 4 or 5K. So she might like it. She may be able to withstand it, strong individual, I'll say that. So I hope she goes in the right direction for herself. I do.
Okay, well that was sweet. I'm gonna holler at y'all though. Peace
Okay,
out.
Brian, you have a great night.
Well, Honest Road, look, I enjoyed myself again. Honest Road, don't take people personally. There are no friends on YouTube. This is a business. You keep it that way. And you know, don't ever take anything personal. Even after tonight, I don't take things personally. You know, you just can't, and you don't get mad at folk, and you just have to be careful and how you answer. People always trying to set folk up. People always trying to be shady on the sly, and I don't try to be shady with people, but I will return it. I mean, one thing about me is I'm not trying to be nasty to people, but I don't have to yell and scream. And I just think that, you know, if it's meant for you and Dobie to be back together, you all be back together. If it's a really good chemistry and combination, but I think that all parties have to be respected. And I think you were really trying to say, hey, don't talk to me that way because I don't talk to you that way. And then I can understand that as I was looking at it. But, you know, Honest Road, you win some, you lose some. You learn from those mistakes. Again, learn from the past, live in your present, and prepare for your future. And that's all you can do. And I just wish you well. Thank you for having me on. This was really interesting. I don't know what it was. I really don't, Honest Row. I just came up to ask 2 questions. I didn't know it was going to be a Barbara Walters special. It is what it is.
I love my
And
Barbara Walters, Pastor. You know,
I know. And let me say, when you click a link, you don't know what you're going to get. This is why I always tell people you got to watch where you click links. But I enjoyed it, and it is what it is. So my thing is keep doing you and don't take it personally. It is what it is. Unless you know these people on a personal level, just keep it moving. And that's all I can say. So I enjoyed what you did tonight. I hope you get some clicks and views from this in a positive way. And I hope your platform continues to grow. So thank you for having me on.
oh, you're so welcome, Pastor, and I really appreciate you as well. You definitely have helped me see things, you know, in a lot of different ways. And, you know, I am going to move in a direction that I do feel is what's best for me. And,
Mhm.
you know, I'm still going to try to have that sharing type of attitude. I'm not going to let, you know, a bad situation deter me from building with, you know, that person or
If you can work it out, Honest Bro, work it out. But when people they don't want to negotiate in good faith. Sometimes you got to walk away from the table, and hopefully they operate in good faith, because I think that you all can do more unified than separate. But you know, hopefully people see that. So yeah, and for the content creators coming up, y'all don't read the chat. I went back every once in a while to see some things, and I've responded. But I'm telling you, Honest Roll, I was telling Brian this again. I'm like, don't read the chat, because people try to get you off track. But the bottom line is just focusing on the people who are actually on the platform, because you know yeah, people get sidetracked. But again, thank you for having me on. It was a good show, and hopefully you can rectify and correct that thing with Dovey. If not, then do what you got to do. If you got some connections, do what you got to do. And I think that people are really interested in it. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully it works out between you two.
absolutely, Pastor, and I appreciate everything too.
That's
Yeah,
right,
this
Honest
was
Well, you have a good night. Thank you for having me up.
you too. Enjoy
All
your
right.
night.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. You guys, this has been quite a pleasure. I'm very happy that I had Pastor Wilson, I had Brian, I had Simon Says, as well as my Trishy did hit the panel. And I gotta say, I did take in everybody's the people from the chat as well. I wish I could have read more from the chat. I took all of that energy in, and I do a lot calmer, about the situation. You guys, it is a point of me feeling, though, it is what it is as well. I still have that pitch in me. Because earlier this week I told myself that I was going to start just doing the best to say what I believe. And I gotta say, this whole YouTube is quite complicated. It is not an easy task to do, regardless of what people may say. From what Pastor was saying, you do take into effect sometime what happens in the chat, and that can lead to a gaslighting flame, that maybe, you could have maybe piped down and been like, okay, maybe I can redirect this, even if you have a dagger coming at you. So I'm going to take all of that into consideration. I greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you, my Angela. Good night to you too, dear. And everybody, we are just going to stay up. We're going to do our best to stay up. And I can say I'm still in support, in a way. I think I really am on seeing people grow. And, like Pastor said, don't take so much of this stuff seriously. Sometimes we build strong personal connections with people, or, just a connection that is slightly personal, and we can just use all our passion on it. Let's swing away from using all of our passion, and just give it a little drip for the most part. So that's where I'm at, y'all. I know we'll discuss this at another time. Once again, thank you all for all of my support that came through. I appreciate y'all. All my new support. We got this. And I'll be talking with y'all soon. All right. Bye, everybody. We are going to go out with a peaceful note right here. This was, I've brought back the peace. Ro has brought back the peace, Here we go, y'all. All right, everybody. Y'all, please enjoy your night. My sassy Francis, sassy, hey boo. I hope you made it in safely, dear. It's good to see you. Hey, Hazel. Hey, boo, it's good to see you as well. Yeah, that is my girls right there, y'all. All right, so I'll talk with y'all soon. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.